But
that was a good shout.
Catch.
I just looked up, I was like, why do I see steam coming up from an empty oven or empty stovetop?
It's not empty.
Because it wasn't steam.
So, for future Alex, as you're trying to edit, this is now the start of session 20.
Take 2.
So, the last time we met before I started burning a cake, we met in the Call of the Forgotten Kingdom. While racing away from the site of Nessie's castle, we found a small stowaway on the bow of the ship. Tiny the baby Kraken. Tiny had decided that some of us were shiny, not Olegu, and added us to their horde, which was one step towards their total plan, which is world domination, which we're gonna see how that pans out. So, we have a conglomeration of people who are now part of a Kraken's horde. The ship. It'll be fine.
That's the worst that could happen.
Right? Among the other relationships that began unfolding while we recalibrated our course towards Marahadri, or the Temple of Sendry, where we were going to meet Nelly, Stratos reached out to his wife, though we don't really know that, finally. And Qrux and Olegu had a heart-to-heart that somehow culminated in Qrux touching the godstone of the god of death, because apparently that was a good choice. The ramifications of that we've yet to see. However, Qrux does look like he's dead. So, undead? Olegu looks happy. Well, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so we are heading to Sendry to, hopefully return that godstone.
Quick note, Stratos did eventually fess up that he called his wife and not Orion. Because he felt bad.
Ooh, so we do know. Excellent.
Yeah.
Olegu knew he was lying the whole time.
Yeah, Olegu was the only one that knew.
And he told me.
Alright, so remind me, because I don't remember. You guys were on your way
Doing
to...
it again.
It's because it's on the bottom.
Yeah, it's just the bottom.
Yep, that's all it is.
It's gonna continue
It's just a
burning.
fresh puff.
Fresh pop.
Well, yeah, it's because it's literally stuff that's stuck on the bottom of the thing. I appreciate you telling me that, but...
Yep.
We've got water. It'll be alright.
We're not gonna set up a fire alarm, are we?
Nope.
Nope, because we don't like them.
It's because of the cameras that are hidden inside. It's
Okay.
Definitely.
So you guys are on your way to finding Nelly.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys,
We heard from Nelly.
you heard from Nelly, so you know where he is, vaguely.
We vaguely know where he is. We know that we are going to meet him in 4 days' time.
Do we have a picture of the map from last time where we
We should. I think I sent it in the Discord.
fortuitous enough to remember to do that?
Thinking ahead is fun. Yep. Sorry. No, you're good. Just ignore me while I pull your stuff with beads. Is it the
Do you
maps
have a
and
picture of that?
locations thing?
Yeah.
Is
Let
it that?
me rotate it and then I'll hand it to you.
Maps and locations? Yep. Yes. Okay. So,
I think that's right, you attacked me last session.
so dark blue. None of those are dark blue. Where's my dark blue? Should be in there. You do have another little pouch, the other pouch that's in there too. Can you just open that for me real quick? Just need one? Just one. I think the dark blue got misplaced. 'Cause that should be dark blue. Because that's where you guys currently are. And this is where you guys know you need to go. And I think... Oh, and we still have this red guy out there, because you guys know not to go to Solar Tree. Alright, I think that's it. I was just trying to remember stuff, where we were at. That was from November 27th. Like I said, yeah, I think it's been 6 weeks.
An hour.
Alright, so you guys are on your way to Nelly. You guys have officially corrected course because you were going in the wrong direction.
Thank you, Qrux.
Babe, 1 hour.
Do
50.
you have your pointy finger?
Yeah, I can give you the thing.
Come on, give her the finger. Let's get this session
You were
started.
stressing me out.
Sorry, it's been a month.
Alright, so you guys know that Nelly ended up somewhere way up in this direction, north of the storm.
Yes.
Okay, so you're heading here. So you've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish days, 6, 7 days is probably what I told you, right?
Yeah, for whatever reason, I had the number 4 stuck in my head as if we had 4 days left to get there, but
That's
We
right.
might, you guys might have already been 2 days of your travel.
Yeah.
Might have been what it was.
That's what. Yeah.
So we can run with that assumption and just go with it, because it's been a while. Alright, so you guys are 4 days out, which means you've moved some in the right direction. You've moved that way. So, where are we starting? Why is all the faces being made already?
Faces. Just
People are making the faces.
this is no face. This is just my face.
Don't block my face.
I have
Your
no
face says a lot of stuff.
My face is concerned about the cake that I'm burning in their I'm concerned about the mess that I've made for them. Not about the cake.
Okay. So, where do we want to start? What are y'all doing? Start of this day.
What are you all doing?
Do we want to just lump our 4 days into one
sounds good to me.
quick
Yep.
thing?
It sounds to me. It sounds
Alright,
good
so-
to me.
Anything that you guys need accomplished over the next 4 days that you need me aware of?
Not die.
We will deal with the potentially not dying part here shortly.
Shortly?
Jeez.
Well, you guys have got to do some rolls to make sure you make it safely through the oceans.
It's true.
Is there anything that I want to do in these 4 days?
Can I read up on Sendry?
Go for it.
Okay.
If you are you looking for specific information? What are you looking for?
What a great question. So, reading up on Sendry in general, figuring out kind of alignment, any, like, things like that, essentially. So, like, alignment, do they have just, like, general facts that I would know if I was a more effective paladin of this realm?
She is not a destroyer. There she is.
Do you have?
Alright, so you want to make...
Do I think you have guidance?
I believe it.
Do you want to make a quick
History.
history roll for me?
I do.
Okay, do you want to help me fish?
I am assuming
Yep,
you're using
absolutely.
your book, so you can do so with advantage. Just to see how much you discern.
Thanks,
Natural
God.
20.
Hell yeah.
And I rolled a 4 on the thing.
Other than that, 4.
Wait, who has magic today? Have we done that yet?
Oh, jeez. My roll is-
Fucking that one.
17.
Yeah.
I
And
got you with
the-
that 4.
Okay,
Odds are balanced again.
so Sendry, you figure out, is the goddess of creativity and invention. She is primarily worshipped, is the primary deity worshipped by the dwarves. She is chaotic neutral. She's often associated with forges and knowledge and the creation of new things. Her symbol, you know, is a hammer. I could probably even yeah.
So,
Here, here.
A great big hammer.
Balthar's hammer, I shall avenge you.
She's considered the patron of artisans and inventors, miners, smiths, carvers, glaziers, designers, architects, shipwrights, and all whose creations push the boundaries of existing art and technology worship Sendry. She prefers to appear to them as a female gnome or dwarf, but she takes many forms like all the
Where's
gods
the
and
knack when
goddesses.
you
Her followers pray to her in the hopes that she will inspire them with boundless creativity and innovative new ideas. And that's what you figure out about her.
I make that sound.
Thank you. Might I interest you in a self-twirling spaghetti fork?
What about a boat key?
Blood.
The bunghole.
Butthole.
They call me bunghole.
Side note,
Yeah.
Holly would have figured this out too. Probably a good thing to know. She inspires playwrights, actors and musicians, dancers, choreographers, novelists, and lyricists, but those who create in more ethereal mediums follow other gods as well. Opiano is known as to the patron of the dance, Araco of song, Istoro of writers, and Fortana of actors, comedians, and improvisers. So she's one of 5 gods and goddesses who are known for inspiring the arts.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. I don't know if that'll come up, but I figured that was probably a good tidbit. Alright, what else are y'all doing?
I did fishing for 4 days.
That helped him.
I did a natural 20 for a total of 24 on the first day.
That's good.
Did a natural 1 on the second day for a total of 5.
Not so good.
12 middle roll and 22.
Hey.
Okay. Was your fish goods?
I don't know how you were doing it. I was just rolling skill checks.
Okay. I think I was rolling.
Get a bunch in the net with the net 20. They all fall
So your
out.
first day you catch 14 fish.
Okay.
Your second day you catch none.
Okay.
In fact,
Tiny eats them
I
all.
want you to lose a fishing pole.
Tiny helps.
Okay.
Leave it all
Your second day you said you scored a what?
12.
You actually still got 11 the second day. And then what was your score the third day?
22. Nope.
You got another 17.
Six.
What are you spending the next 4 days doing, sir?
I was helping him fish, and talking with Olegu, this new curse, since he's got something as well, another curse.
So you guys have been conniving?
Not conniving, just talking.
You two talking together is always a conniving section.
That's fair. I've also been consulting my book and doing research to see what I can learn
Okay.
for 4 days.
So other than that, resting.
Are you like looking for stuff from me, or did I answer those questions last time?
Because
Because I know I answered questions.
the consulting the book went unanswered because we ended the session last time.
Okay.
So I don't know what I could have learned.
Did you text me?
Yeah, to say I was going to consult the book and research. I think that was as a reminder for both of us what I need to do next time.
I don't have it. Oh, I see.
Research is important. It helps you make informed decisions. They may still be bad decisions, but they're informed decisions.
Yes. You learned a lot from our last hangout session. Don't touch that one.
Where is it?
By the way, if it matters, I was a half elf for all 4 of those days.
Good to know.
Good to know.
So you could pee all 4 days.
That's correct.
Okay,
He had plumbing.
So I need to know specifically what he sent you, so I know what you're researching, so I know what to tell you.
Let's see.
I think that sounds about right.
Yeah, that all adds up.
I forgot I had that.
Is it a thing in your inventory?
It's a spell.
Oh.
I'm surprised I took that spell. I hate that spell.
What is it?
Silvery barbs.
You probably took it because you want somebody else to feel the pain.
Yeah. Could always change that
Is
next
there anything
level.
else? Forbidden knowledge. That's what I'm here for. May not be forbidden by God, but you all would wish for it to be forbidden from me. I get terrified. I just hear simultaneous laughter at this moment.
So you haven't always been a horse?
Does that answer your question?
No.
Or do you need more?
No. Sorry. And I'm not a horse, it's a centaur. It's called, the creatures are called centaurs.
Yes, I understand.
I had a mentor who is a centaur. He was one of the palace gods. His name was also Stratos. So Stratos isn't really my real name. It's a alias, if you will.
He's an alien.
Alias, like a fake name, not alien.
Oh, I see. Okay.
UFO.
I can understand that.
Yeah. I was royalty, so I was trying to hide.
Wait, I remember. Did you tell me what's your real name?
It's Zordon.
Zordon.
Yes.
Huh. Sounds like an alien name.
It's an elven name.
So why'd you take his name? Why didn't you just?
He was
your own
like
name?
well, I was hiding,
Huh?
and he was like a secondary father figure to me. So,
Where were you hiding from?
I guess the Drow forces that killed my family and attacked the city during my wedding.
Oh yeah. So like, do you control when you turn into the centaur, or is it just?
This is
kinda
the first time I've ever been able to change back, and it just happened randomly. After I died, I came back as a half-elf, and then Olegu touched the watermelon, and we got blasted with some sort of wave, and then I started changing back and forth randomly.
Huh. That's interesting.
That's one way to put it.
Sorry for not recognizing you.
That's all right.
A lot of weird stuff happening.
I'm glad that this is a weird situation altogether.
Yeah.
It's not easy being, cut off from everybody else.
So so when you're in your centaur form, did you sleep in your bed, or did you lay on the floor?
I have a special cot that I travel with that's centaur sized. I still sleep, but it's quite roomy when I'm just in this form.
Yeah, I bet. Huh.
Was there any other questions?
I don't know. My brain's kind of in a fog. I feel really, really weird. I feel like I could die at any moment.
That's
You
horrible.
ever had that feeling before? You feel like at any moment you can just drop dead?
No, but I've died twice now. Well, the first time really wasn't a death. It was just horrible. But
Wait, I remember you
30,
they
20.
told me you died in the
Yes,
same maze that that I died in. But
Right.
when's the second time?
Well, the first time, it was before that, is when my kingdom was attacked.
You died?
It felt like it, and I woke up in the on the Faerun continent near Baldur's Gate.
What happened? Like, why do you think? Like, why did it feel like you died?
Because it hurt a lot, and it was just a very cold sensation.
Was it a drow?
Yes, so there were like a bunch of sorcerers that like hit us with a wave of magic, and that's what caused me to change. And I think the magic just got wibbly wobbly, and it also caused me to teleport to a whole nother dimension. So, or maybe I was protected by somebody. I really don't know.
Was it like a curse? You think? Maybe.
Could be. I mean, I can't reproduce in my centaur form, so that would cut off the royal line in one way or another.
But like everything's fine back in your elven form, like
Right.
as far as you know.
I mean, I haven't tested everything.
Hey, next time we get to one of these islands, look you up.
no,
Do
well-
a little bit of experiment.
Well, I'm
everyone
saving
does.
myself,
Oh, I said
but I
30-20.
appreciate that. That's a whole other thing.
Save yourself when we get back to your wife.
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, the wedding, the marriage would be nullified.
So you successfully got married. They just interrupted it.
Right. It was like right after the vows and the I do and all that stuff, and you may kiss the bride, and then all hell broke loose.
Did you do like the tarot card reading before you got married, or is that kind of something you
That was
figured
something.
out afterwards?
That was something I learned afterwards. The great Max Bellini, a very intelligent bard, taught me everything I knew about circus performing and tarot reading. So he was quite good at it. So I traveled with a circus for a little bit because, centaurs, especially one with stripes, are quite eye-catching.
I mean, you do really cool stuff with swords. I mean,
Yes.
You learn a lot there.
Every time I look up, Elizabeth is staring him down. I get a little worried.
Click, clicks, click, 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 click.
Oh dear.
But regardless, I'm determined to make sure that what happened to my home doesn't happen to Amelyn's home.
Hey God.
I'm not God.
Maybe use this
Like with the drow?
Yeah.
Or just in general?
Just in
I
general.
Oh, I see.
suppose.
Wiped out.
Evil is evil, yes.
I mean, are like
But-
all your people gone?
Before
So
that
I
happens,
really don't know. I wasn't able to go back.
Olegu.
Oh God.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that's right.
In the morning,
Which
one
morning?
of these mornings.
One of these mornings.
One of
okay.
these
These mornings. You all are out and about on the ship. You're having a conversation together about something. I don't know what.
Who's y'all?
Everyone.
Okay.
Everyone's standing around. And suddenly, there's a voice in your head.
I like voices in my head. They tell me to do fun things.
Master kept amulets safe.
Oh.
We work, make money, but they come steal from you, destroy us, help Master, avenge us, take your money back,
Oh no, Rufio.
Master. As he's screaming out Master the last time, it almost sounds like the voice is being attacked when it's calling out to you.
Oh dear.
None of by the way, none of the zombies that you remember having had developed the ability to speak,
I'm getting that.
but also at the same time you recognize this poor unfortunate soul. You know which zombie this is. It's a little surprising to you. And you feel a great sense of distress while the signal is still active, and he, before it suddenly is cut off, and you feel the parting of the soul. Then your amulet, the one that you wear, begins to grow as you realize that you're I did. It begins to glow, and you realize that your zombie is never disconnected from that particular amulet.
Huh.
And you're around all of them as that starts happening in your head.
Okay, so it wasn't his head, it wasn't like a master.
How do you react?
Yes, that is the question. Was that what the roll was for?
Yep.
Do we see the amulet glowing?
Yes.
Well, him and I are kind of talking, so
Yep.
I don't know if him and I were paying attention.
You really just see a sudden sense of discomfort to come across Olegu. Like a lot of discomfort.
You suddenly got diarrhea.
Yes. That kind of look.
Magical diarrhea.
I'm sorry if this is a really personal question. Are you egg bound?
Wait, what did she just say?
I am male,
Are you expecting?
but I gotta go.
Oh,
Go where?
make sure you use the
He
bucket.
runs towards wherever the bathroom is.
Oh, that's really...
No.
Are you
I
old or
understand.
young?
Old.
I understand this feeling.
Yeah, now you do.
Yeah,
Did you miss it?
a little bit.
Yeah. It can be kind of urgent and scary sometimes.
Right.
You never know if you're gonna make
He's
it.
dead. Who would take my money?
You good?
I'll be fine. Just gotta get it out.
Am I convinced by this?
Oh yeah.
Is
Performance
this
check
actually
or
happening?
deception.
His deception's pretty
Yep.
good.
Deceive. Really?
Hey, Ryan.
Pooping? Then that 20.
Well,
That 20. Which brings it to a total of 31.
Oh,
13.
damn. Yep, you're convinced. Maybe you should just give him some time. I mean, you have been on the ship for a while. Eating nothing.
Don't
pretty
trust
much fish.
Stratos' fish.
Hey, I was there when he caught him. They looked healthy. But he could be right. I mean, maybe they just been sitting for too long. Maybe he ate a bad one.
Okay.
We'll leave you be.
It'll be interesting to see what you do with that later.
Oh, those poor twins.
Oh dear.
Interesting dynamic.
Never had to hunt one of my own characters before, but now is the time.
That'll be
In the future is the time. Okay.
Alright. You wanted to use sending, correct? Use the
Yeah,
force?
we don't have to play this now. Well, we have sending each day. If we're going to use it at any other point. I'm just going to call people Jet.
Which people? Anyone specific?
My brother, and then Nelly. Actually, I will probably just call Nelly each night and be like, "How are you doing?"
The more you guys talk, the more desperate you realize the situation is. His sub has been heavily damaged.
Oh.
And he is every hour of every day working on trying to make sure all the water doesn't just sink it.
Has Manny returned? I mean, my inventory. Since we're getting closer.
It'll meet up with you guys about 2 days up.
Okay. Do you tell me generally the same information? Like, or does he ever find it?
He finds them.
Okay.
He finds them, and he can lead you to Nelly.
Okay.
But you had a general enough idea of where Nelly was in order to
Get to him.
get to him. Yeah.
Okay.
What's wrong?
He got a happy birthday nerd text, and now he's trying to think of what insult to get back.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what you come back with when I was called a nerd. It's decisions. There's so many different choices. I'll work it out.
So Lynn, he's He's sitting at the bottom of the sea.
Yeah.
He's not moving, so but he's not going anywhere. We're gonna catch up with him. But he's kind of a sitting duck.
Close is he to where we need to be? Versus, like, do we need to just go ahead and do a rescue mission?
You've done it for a couple
So
weeks.
he's right there. How close are we to them right now? Or to where are we at him right now?
We will get to you when we get to you.
Okay.
Stay put.
Okay, 2 days.
I
trap.
am going to start.
His ship is not moving.
Okay. I am going to start spending a lot of my time in prayer
That the sub doesn't implode.
that the sub does not implode.
Please.
Artemis,
Yes.
you're an artificer, right?
A what now?
An artificer? You know,
I
somebody...
don't do art, no.
Artificer?
Here, let me try. An artificer.
Ah, okay, yes.
Sorry, it's my accent. I was thinking, what if we could craft... We might need to craft, like, a hook to grab Nelly and get his sub up to the surface. You think you could fashion something like that out of, like, our anchor?
I mean, I'm mostly good with potion making, but I mean, the most I could do is give it a shot.
It's just a thought. We might not even need to do that with the various animals we have on display. I just want to make sure that we have plenty of options.
I mean, my crab might be able to get it.
That's true. Between the crab and Manny. Okay. Alright, well, I was just throwing that out there.
We can do it as a plan B.
Okay.
I can help and give you guidance. Kind of.
I can give
Be there
myself
for
guidance as
moral
well.
support. Yeah.
Double the guidance.
A little moral support.
So I think I'll need some rope and some metal and maybe something to help clamp.
I'm sure we can find something on the ship.
Some springs, perhaps.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff on the ship here. Got plenty of rope, like really thick rope too. So, yeah, it's totally doable.
Let me draw out some blueprints.
Okay.
I mean, at the very least, we can tow him behind us if he can't repair it. So,
That's true. And well, we need to get the partial godstone out from his power thing. Anyway.
right, yeah. So you won't be able to really drive.
We just have to be careful about piercing the sides of it when it's very far down because it will poof.
Hey God.
That's true.
But honestly, I'm content to just wait till we get there.
How did you do that?
I also don't know where it went. Oh well.
It's somewhere under me. It didn't roll very far.
No, it didn't. It's because it got stuck in my
Not this.
Right there.
sweatshirt. In my thing. My shirt.
Alright, so what's next?
She's doing a thing,
Okay.
and then we move on.
13. I thought my religion was better than it is. I'm not a very religious paladin.
Apparently.
Oh, you're really praying.
I'm really trying.
Really hard.
All right. So eventually, you guys make it to Nelly's ship, out in the middle of the sea. I love that you're moving yours.
Under the sea.
All right. When you get there, if you were to use Manny would tell you that there are multiple holes in the ship that are leaking water into the ship.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
Nelly is continually patching holes and then repatching holes.
Gotcha. How much water can you tell based on looking through like the windows or whatever? How much water is in there? Like how much time he might have left?
It's probably about to his knees, but considering he's been out there for 6 to 8 days now,
Okay.
like
You still have some time before it's
he's
drafting.
he's got time. He's managed to keep up with it, but he looks pretty bone dead tired. It looks like it's been constant repairs.
Well, we gotta get him out. Get him out of there. He's got holes in there,
Okay.
and it's slowly filling up with water.
Yeah,
Is
Manny
this ship
and
pilotable if it is
Eugene
filled with
grab
water?
the sub.
No.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't need to
How big
breathe,
is Eugene?
and it's just
that
water
what I
inside
need
and
to
out,
I don't know what you call it. I just
I
pulled that out my butt.
I like that name.
Mr. Krabs.
worth a
And
shot.
um,
Yeah.
can
Can we
Do you guys all want to? Whoever decides that they want to check out the ship, do you guys want to roll an insight for me?
Absolutely, I do.
Check out the sub.
If you're like looking at the sub,
Yeah.
you would roll it because you're using Manny.
I know nothing.
Okay.
What? I don't have.
21.
I want to do
How
insight.
You guys just talk telepathically.
Yeah, how
right?
are we seeing it? Isn't it at the bottom of the
I don't
ocean?
see shit.
I can swim and breathe.
That would be the question is if you guys can get down there, would huh?
21.
You can tell that the rear end of the ship was damaged where the engine compartment sits, and it does not look like the engine is functioning.
Okay.
So he's dead in the water at the bottom of the ocean.
Can I swim into the ship through one of the holes? Or are they too...
They're not that big.
Okay.
That's why he keeps having to patch them, because they're tiny little holes and he keeps finding them all over the place.
Can I try and talk through the holes to him?
Yeah.
I can see through the holes, right?
If you like squint and tilt your head.
Can I just move a step into the boat?
That works.
Damn it.
He got you beat there.
He does.
Get good scrub.
Oh, I can also Misty Step. I Misty Step into the ship as well. It's been a minute.
You guys find him in the front of the ship, patching a hole in the helm room.
So,
You seem to be struggling.
I don't think we're going to get this ship functional.
Duh! The hell?
Hi.
What?
We swam.
Well, what? Help me fix the holes then.
Can your engine even function?
The problems for later. Right now, we fix the holes.
What are you using to fix them?
Well, I managed to melt some of the steel from my bed. I've been using that. Welding it in patches.
I don't know.
Would it be easier if the water stopped flowing while you put the patches on?
Actually, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Because I can freeze the water in the holes so we can put the patches on and
I
don't
can-
fight the flow.
Shape water using a cantrip, so I can just kind of continuously.
I can also shape the water.
Alright, so can we use that to help him?
Yep. You guys use those spells as needed.
They're a cantrip, so as many times as needed.
As many as he needs. We're his people.
Did you find it?
I will say he manages to fix the majority of his holes.
That's good.
Can
And
I?
with your ability to shape water, he's able to find the holes that he couldn't find before.
Before he patches the last hole, can we use shape water to push water in the boat out through the hole?
Mhm.
Because you can move water with shape water.
I mean, you'll waste a day, but yeah.
Oh,
Could we
Can-
push enough water for the ship to be functionable to his standard?
It's probably functionable now.
Oh,
Okay.
fantastic. There we go.
There's not enough in the ship to prevent it from functioning.
so can we try and get him to start lifting it?
Get who to start lifting?
Can we ask Nelly to try and turn it back on?
Question of the day. Can he turn on the ship? No, he cannot.
What you need, Nelly?
He's willing to spend a day fixing it.
Nelly, do we need to tow you?
We have two animals that can.
Can we try and tow you?
I'm gonna keep working on my engine regardless.
That's fine, but are you okay if we try and tow you?
So we're not sitting here and we can move while you work on your engine.
You best be gentle on her now.
I'm always gentle, Nelly.
Are you younger girl or older girl right now?
I'm going to do right now.
That shit you took a few days ago wasn't gentle.
I had no control over that. Pick up Stratos and his fish.
Oh my god, Stratos fish. I ate it, I was fine. Have you just considered that maybe it's you?
Species.
So we're gonna try and get Manny's attention. And, charades that we would like to be towed.
Charades that we would like to be towed.
Granted, I can talk with Manny, but
Do you even have to waste a spell for that?
Do I or can I ritually cast? Oh.
Do you even have to cast a spell?
No, I don't have to cast a spell for that. Because it's a feature.
If we're trying to, who's Manny again? Which one is he? The manatee?
The manatee. Not the manatee, the manta ray.
Very different.
So we just saw manatees yesterday.
Here we go.
Can I just use presentation to make a not magical trinket or illusionary image of the sub being towed by the ship and show it to him?
Yeah. What's Manny's intelligence?
10.
I can speak with sea creatures of all kinds, so while you're showing
He also
that,
speaks Aquan.
bet.
Oh, so do I. Oh, we just talked to him. Oh,
Yep.
fantastic.
Yep.
Alright, then we tell him what we need.
Okay.
Much easier.
It's
I
just
will say he
like-
manages to communicate that to you. Doesn't necessarily understand all the words, all the meanings, but he gets it. Like she can pass that along. She.
Yeah, there you go.
Am I just sitting like a fish out of water because there's enough water in the ship that I can't get dry?
Yes.
Basically.
Did Nelly react at all to the fact that I now have red hair or I'm a mermaid?
No, he seems far too focused on the ship.
Valid. Alright, that's gonna be a fun realization when it comes.
See a lot of knick-knack.
Huh?
Seen a lot of knick-knack in that.
So they communicate to you that they need a tow.
Okay. Hey, they're ready for us to give them a tow. So
Okay.
Did we end up making the?
Yeah, so her and I were fashioning a chain and rope combination to tie along the thing. And
Did it?
I will give her bardic inspiration through a poem.
Through a poem.
Oh dear.
And then what I guess what would you roll for that? I'm not as
That would
familiar
be
with artificers.
Arcana, I guess, because it's a magical thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
so
no.
roll-
For what?
To fashion a tow through chain and rope and whatever else we can find.
How's that magical?
I don't know, because she's an artificer.
Well, it'd be survival,
Okay,
but
well, that
you
worked too.
but you would just have because you have the ability to create artisan tools. The tool, I think you still don't you have right tool for the job?
Yes.
Allows you to create the tools you need for it, and you have proficiency in it, so you get to add your proficiency bonus to it when using the tool.
It takes me an hour to do.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
we have
I got
plenty of
time.
Yeah,
time.
they have
Okay.
plenty of time to do it,
There's your bardic inspiration for the roll.
and you'd have 2 forms of guidance.
So what do I do?
One from you, one from me.
So just roll that.
That and 2 more d4s for each of the guidance.
Come on, big money.
Belting out bars.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Optimus is really working hard on building this thing. And how about you?
We're all dropping die today.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. I'm not that kind of performer, but
I feel inspired.
we're dropping a lot of dice today.
I was like, I heard it go in my direction.
You have dice.
Apparently I was looking too far.
I do. But crap.
You said, what is it?
Survival. Good thing you got a lot of help.
18.
And add your proficiency bonus. Because
Which
you're using tools that you're
is-
proficient with.
Which is what?
Right now it's 3.
Three.
Plus 3.
So
21.
21. She rolled,
Hell yeah.
she rolled a 5 of a d20.
I think you managed to make a tow.
With a lot of help.
And you managed to connect it, and that you are now towing a small submersible.
My crab is going to be holding on to the rope.
So you guys still in it.
We are still in it. But what we're really missing here is that Artemis started this campaign by being deathly afraid of the water, and is now understanding the physics of the water enough to make a serviceable tow.
That's right.
I also have the cloak of manta ray,
Yeah,
so I can breathe underwater.
It was the poem. It really squared things away.
I hope Manny
things in
conveys that to us. Just recites the poem back and we're like, that doesn't rhyme.
At the very end it does.
I'm not that kind of bod.
He said so, what about you?
Alright, anything you guys want to do to prep your arrival?
How long?
These next... It'll take you Probably another good 4 days. We're just gonna skip through most of that travel, so we don't
we'll
want
get
to.
a long rest.
Yep. So you'll get a long rest.
Yay.
Heavily investigate on Nelly's vision and try and work out if this is in fact a godsend or not.
I would absolutely do that as well. Investigate the sliver of power.
Drop it.
Still got all night.
Insight. Insight into a religion.
It's a 2 on the die, so it's an 8.
No.
Yeah, that is the
The
D20.
machinery confuses you too much.
It's a 2 on the die, so it's gonna be a 7!
Yeah, you guys are both far too distracted by the machinery to figure out what the frick is powering it.
Can we try again in the next 4 days? Or was it a one and done?
It's a one and done.
Would you like to ask?
If we're towing him, can we remove it from the machinery?
Oh boy.
Not him. Can I? Can I remove it from the machinery?
I have gloves on.
Still, oh boy.
Stealth.
Stealth. Yeah, because he's gonna want to try to stop you.
Can I wait till he's asleep?
I don't think he's sleeping.
Doesn't he have to
He's
sleep?
exhausted from bailing water. He's gonna sleep.
Or he'll die.
There's very little chance that you are going to be able to take anything.
That one's still. Oh.
He rolled very well.
I have a +0.
At 20.
Wait, don't I have something that will help me with this?
You have guidance.
No, it doesn't matter if guidance.
Man of
Call a
culture.
He
friend.
rolled a nat 20, so unless you get a nat 20,
No, however, I would like to use the silent spell to make everything I do silent.
he
that
still
give him-
rolled a nat 20.
Does that give him advantage?
Usually give advantage.
I'll give you
On
advantage
stealth
for
checks?
it.
Remember, you got lucky Fortana too. If you don't get it, so you essentially have 4 rolls.
Oh, so close to that 20. But I'm just looking for time to try and get 20.
Can we just establish that it's really small and I'm following Olegu everywhere, so I'm just watching him do this?
Yes.
Silent.
Oh
That
Nat
one.
It's an 18 and a 19.
Oh my
What
gosh,
up?
so close.
Yeah, no. He catches you on multiple occasions sneaking up on the core and eventually just decides to lock the door and you guys can't get in.
Can I just ask Nelly
Locked
what
doors
it is?
don't stop us.
No, they don't. Can I just
I
ask
need that
Nelly what it
known.
is?
Huh?
Can I just ask Nose at some point while we're down here? Where did you get this? Like, can I try and pry the story of how we got the power source from there? Since he's really
I think he
tired.
already told you guys, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he
I'm
did.
asking again for more details to see if he intentionally left anything out the last time. Because I'm more persuasive now.
Well, I mean, there was a competition. I had an idea for how to use the jewel thing, the core, and I figured I could maybe take a little piece from the safe and make use of it.
So you stole it from the safe.
I borrowed it.
Okay, you borrowed it from the safe. How many shards were there?
Plus, it's supposed to be indestructible, right?
Fortuna's was split in half.
It was. Never mind.
Nelly,
I mean, I didn't count how many pieces I left behind.
how many pieces did you take in using your ship versus how many pieces have you put in something else?
Well, I mean, I only took for the ship, only for the contest, only to show that it would be useful.
How many shards?
I didn't.
You didn't count?
Mm,
Nelly.
oh.
Nelly! Are they all in your engine block?
Probably.
Nelly. This is day 3 of us being in your ship with you while towing you to try and get you to safety. I think you do owe us some honesty here, friend.
I've given you all the honesty I have.
I don't think you have. I think you're very hard trying to keep something from us because you're ashamed of it.
I don't know how many pieces I took. I think they all ended up in the core.
I'm gonna do
Look.
the...
I was trying to win the competition. I was trying to show that this is a useful device that could be used, that people could finally come down and visit us and we wouldn't have to be so separated. Besides, my thing is the best and they're all gonna know it.
I'm gonna look directly at Olegu, and if he looks at all like he's about to say the fact that we found it like almost on the brink of death, the forest or the ocean floor, I'm going to like throw something at him.
Oh no, I'm considering much more frowned upon options.
You don't need another curse.
That's not what I'm considering.
Did anything happen to you while you touched it? Did you touch it only with gloves? Were you?
Well, of course. I mean, the thing glowed. It's probably half radioactive.
It glowed.
Well, yeah.
Will you let me touch
Some
it?
kind of energy core, and they've been siphoning it away.
Do you know what the Godstones are?
Everyone knows what the Godstones are, of course.
But do you understand that we think that you have a Godstone powering the ship, or part of one?
Fairy tales.
I am going to show him the different tattoos that I've gotten since he's known me.
I have something for you to hold when we get onto the ship.
Absolutely not. Nelly, under no circumstances should you follow this one into his room, and under no circumstances should you ever hold any ball that he gives you.
Oh God.
I
That's one
don't
way to put
swing
it.
that way.
Nah, switch.
I'm not much into turtles.
That's fair. But if he hands you a Godstone, please know that he will probably need to curse you.
Oh, I don't need a godstone to curse him.
Please don't curse them. We're stuck down here.
You won't have a choice.
Olegu, if you hold me under any sort of pleasant emotion, maybe not even like a neutral one, please don't, while we're in close quarters, curse anybody.
I can make him forget.
I love him, Pedro, please don't.
I can make you forget.
So about half a day away from from where you guys are trying to get, he finally manages to restart his engine.
Woo!
And refuses to let you guys continue to tow him because, by darn it, he's gonna drive that thing in, and he's gonna prove to them that it works.
So he disconnects the tow.
He'll disconnect the tow.
Is he fast enough to keep up with the ship, or is he faster than the ship?
He's normally faster than the ship, but he can
He's
build
matching
your
our speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, as you guys are coming upon the location, he informs you all that the sea dwarves do in fact live in the sea, and you guys will have to go to the underwater caverns with him.
Okay.
Whether or not you guys decide to swim down or ride in the sub, completely up to you.
Already in the sub.
Already on the sub.
So how do we get this info? How is it being
we pop
relayed
up?
to us? Right? Is he surfacing and
Yeah, he'll surface for a while, so you guys
let
can.
us talk to him?
It's part of him disconnecting the tow.
So remind me, these sea elves, they're kind
sea
people.
dwarves?
Sea dwarves, they're kind little people.
We don't get much visitors.
So the outsiders,
They're kind of like Olegu.
they're kind of like. That's a good one. They're kind of like Olegu.
He's reasonable enough, I guess.
Jeez, they really are like Olegu.
Wow. All right.
It's gonna be fun.
So, should you do most of the talking then, or who should be our?
Did you leave on good terms, or did you leave
That's a good question.
running fast?
Yeah, they're gonna be happy to see you.
I mean,
That's not a good start.
I told them that I was leaving on the sub, and that I would be back. Well, I was supposed to be back a month ago, but
Did they laugh at you? Were they chasing you? These are the contexts that we need.
most didn't really think that I was going to do it. But I did it, and that's why I'm coming in on my own power.
Oh, so they didn't have faith. All right.
What are
Fair
the
enough.
chances that you will be arrested for breaking part of the power source of the core?
Or stealing. Borrowing. Borrowing.
They don't even know I was in there.
Insight.
Also insight.
24.
21.
100% believes what he's saying.
He believes what he is saying.
100%.
Well, I guess we're gonna see how this
Fills me
goes.
with no confidence.
So we believe that the rest of the Godstone that's powering the ship is here.
Yes.
All the rest of the fragments.
If
Took
it's a godstone.
a glowing shard of an energy source and put some shards into his engine. He's not sure how many.
You guys didn't look at it?
Shiny?
He won't let us.
We find more shiny?
No. This is not a shiny for tiny.
I mean, what else could it be?
This is one of the gods'
And
shinies.
there's no more magic in this realm, right?
I know.
So like, it's
But
gotta be
there's more
something like that.
shiny here.
There is, but shiny. We have to talk about personal property. Oh, this is not. A
All shinies are tinies.
Not this shiny.
He's just been like, because you Misty stepped, he's been hugging the side of the like staring at you through the windows.
I would like draw like little spoons for him.
Just needed the reminder out there.
Absolutely.
He exists.
Of course, Tiny does.
He was quiet for a couple of days.
It's mostly because we just heard blah 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 blah.
Are these caverns, like, would they be alarmed if, hypothetically, a manta ray, huge in relation, came into the cavern? Or would they be hostile towards her? Or should I keep her outside?
Maybe it'd be a good idea to leave her with the ship so that way they can protect the ship if something happens.
Same thing with Eugene?
Yes. That's the crab.
Oh.
I couldn't remember the name.
She didn't have a name.
Yeah, we hadn't decided on a name yet. Did you see what I added to
Eugene.
your...
Yeah,
Did you see the things?
the Atlantean.
Did you
Yeah.
see it?
Did you see the things I
Did
added?
you see?
Did you see the thing that I added to your
Yes,
thing?
Tiny.
Okay. The baby kraken.
Optimus,
Yep.
we may very well be heading into a trap, so I just want to make sure that you have every chance of survival, just in case. So I'm going to cast Gift of Alacrity on you. You get a D8 to every initiative roll for the next 8 hours.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I'm going to try to be nonchalant about this.
Wait!
Draw attention.
Is your hair red?
Yep.
And the sky is
There
blue.
it is.
Yep.
She's a mermaid.
But she wasn't before.
Actually, she
Well-
was.
Disguise.
Yep.
The beast.
I have a tail too.
Huh? But only when she's
She's one of the
swimming.
lost
Nelly.
heirs
I mean,
of
it's just
Atlantis.
fairy tales, right?
That's
Just
right.
like the Godstones.
Mm-hmm.
The Godstones are real.
Yes. So
Sarcasm.
Oh,
Fairy
I
tales.
see.
They're fairy tales. They have to be fairy tales. Fairy
why?
tales.
Because otherwise, what will have happened?
Fairy tales!
Do you not think that Sendry
So
would be
they-
proud of your innovation?
Well, of course Sendry would be proud.
Well, then
I think
perhaps
he
you
would
should
be
start
proud of you
healing.
breaking his godstone if it does turn out to be real.
I think Sendry. If Sendry would be proud, then maybe you should start praying to her to ask for forgiveness.
Yeah, there's the confused look I was looking for.
Are you able to create a water-breathing corn again?
I have it on me
Corn.
all the time. You want some?
Yes,
Wanna
because
nibble?
I don't breathe underwater.
Alright, so
Don't
how...
you get a cloak of mana ray?
I do, but this is more fun.
Okay, so
He wants to eat my corn, old dude.
how are you guys all getting down there?
Before we leave,
Angrily.
Artemis, do you by any chance have any more potions that might be of use in case we get attacked down there or things go sour or anything?
I mean,
I know we can all breathe underwater, so that's covered. But do you have any more like health potions or more?
from my stock documentary, I have 14 healing potions, a greater potion, some misty steps, a couple of cure
That might be
wounds,
necessary.
searing smites.
I
don't know what would be
I'm
useful.
excited to see that.
Healing potions. I'd like
really
to.
excited.
I have Launch
Stay
Strider in
alive.
case we need to go far.
I prepped the diplomatic spells today.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Couple
I'm really proud of you.
Diplomatic in the
healing.
form of I can get people to tell me what I
You
want.
said what?
That's
Some
not
prayers
proud.
of healing.
Holy crap!
Here, you can look at my catalog.
Diplomatic, 'cause
To
not
be fair, I
violent.
did give you guys a 20. So, I have faith in you.
Well, thanks.
Is that what we need to roll to live? Is that why you gave it to us?
Can I flip the script on you?
Alright, well, I mean, Luckily, this cloak of manta ray gives me a swimming speed of 60, so that's quite good.
Hey Nelly, what's the native language of your people?
Good question.
I have to check. I don't remember.
I need to know if we're gonna be able to communicate with them effectively.
Is it Aquan?
They should.
Is it Dwarvish?
It might be Atlantean. I've got
With
to
your
check.
permission, I'd like to take 2 Misty Step.
Where is?
I have 4 healing potions, please.
And 4 healing?
Yes, please.
Did I burn it? Please
I'm
let
about
me
to
know.
find out.
Are we, with us having a new day, do we have magic?
I will check for you here shortly.
Desi.
I need to know for my potion making.
Why'd you bring it
That's
up?
serious.
Just if she doesn't say anything, just assume
What's
you do.
wrong with it?
It's the owl. Why would you ask the homework if there's teacher?
Why did you ask the homework if there's teacher?
Why would you ask the homework if there's teacher? Also, there is cake if anybody would like
See,
it.
it's not just me.
Is it burnt?
Slightly crispy, but
I
to
mean-
the
The
cheek.
edges of the crust are,
Okay, that's fine.
but the rest of it's delicious.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't know the rest.
Survival.
So yes, their native language is Atlantean.
Okay.
They also speak aquatic because they
Aquan?
are
Aqua?
Yes.
Aquatic.
Fantastic.
Speak what?
So if you guys can speak one of those two, obviously there are some that know common, such as Nelly. So
I just had to make sure we'd be able to easily communicate with them.
I'm going to use the laser before we get moving on it.
Did you guys want any of her potions?
I'm still loaded up
Me too. I'm set.
Like, on okay.
because I haven't used any that she's given me yet.
Okay.
What do you have still?
A lot.
Yeah, she's got just a ton of them.
Every time we level up, I'm able to create more.
Gotcha.
Did she say how long the swim's gonna take us? By chance?
Nope.
Not yet.
If it's less than an hour, I have a thing I can use.
I have 9 water breathing potions.
Good to know.
Do you want to take a couple?
You also have a cloak of the manta ray
I
that
do,
you don't need to attune to.
but
What if someone takes her clothes off?
right, exactly.
Sounds like a you
That's
problem.
so spicy, man.
How many
I'm good.
how many approaches of water breathing did you say you had?
9.
9?
Okay, I'll take 3.
Okay.
Yep, I also don't need it to breathe.
Ooh, that's
I can
really
do it.
gooey. I like
Does
that.
anybody want ice cream?
It's pudding cake.
They still have some ice cream.
Pudding cake.
It's like
That
it's like
explains.
chocolate lava cakes at Domino's.
Yeah,
Ooh.
just a very large format. It's fantastic.
Alright, it's not too burnt.
Yeah, it's just the edges from where it creeped up on the pan.
Just in
Just enough. Alright, good to know. Next time I know you gotta put a tray underneath it.
Yeah.
Are you ready to put an hour at 350? Tray.
The smoke
Tray.
created a nice effect.
It did.
Created a good
I'm really glad you say that, because Trey and I were just messaging back and forth. I'm stressed. Yeah, me too. I'm afraid of burning your cake.
I'm more of, I feel bad about putting smoke into their house.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I mean, at least it's cooking smoke, so there's worse smoke.
And not electrical smoke.
Yes, that's worse smoke.
It helps warm up the house.
Exactly. I turned
I'm
off the
humidifying
AC.
it.
That's not humid. That's straight carbon.
Did you want to see my potion list? In case there's some that y'all might want.
So some of this is just supposed to be molten chocolate, and the rest of it's supposed to be like a chocolate cake.
Yep.
Chocolate curd.
Yeah.
Was it hard to make?
No. No. It is relatively easy.
Did you get the cake already? And delicious. Would you be willing to share the recipe?
Absolutely.
I am always looking for something new to make.
Yeah, considering my father-in-law sent it to me this morning.
Oh yeah.
Because I texted your mom because I asked you, I was like, hey, can you send a picture of it to me so I can make sure we have everything I need? And then you did not. So I was like, well, hey, Darlene.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm excited to have another piece.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Trey, I'm glad you were born.
Me too.
You know, this makes it worth it.
That one time a year we have cake in celebration of you.
It's
Makes your presence worth it, baby.
the reason we keep you around is one day.
That's what I'm here for.
I thought you were here to help me sustain my lifestyle.
That's just a bonus. It's mainly just the cake that you slave away at once a year.
This is not nearly as bad as the 7 hours I put in last year.
It's true.
This is really good.
Love pudding cake.
I've never had one before.
I don't think I've ever had one either.
It's
Like I said, I think the closest thing that I can think of is lava cakes from Domino's.
Well, just with a homemade touch.
Exactly.
It's better.
I was 100%
That's the homemade touch.
expecting for there to like actually be a pudding mix in there. No.
No.
That is really good.
Like I've seen in baking shows them make things like this. I've just never done one. And the ones they do are always so complex. I'm like,
Yeah, I definitely was not expecting.
Sliding.
I like
us
it.
to have
I'm
everything
clearing
except
you out
milk.
with one of your potions.
huh?
Which one?
Your zones of truth.
What did you say?
He,
Such a fucking bad one for you to
the only thing that we didn't have on hand to make it was milk.
I mean, you know.
So it's just literally stuff that I have in my pantry, which is really nice.
Did you need any of my potions?
I was going to look at them,
Oh,
and
yeah,
Trey
yeah.
gave them directly back to me. Well, he gave them to me. He took
He's
them.
just so excited.
It is his
God.
birthday.
So did you use milk?
Yeah, you ran in and grabbed it while I was coming home.
Did we answer your question of how long this one's going to be?
Oh yeah, no, we did not. Hey Elizabeth, I had a question. How long do we think the swim is going to be?
Probably about a half an hour, maybe.
Half an hour.
Okay.
Once you're in the caverns,
Did you do both zone shirts?
I did all three.
that's a lot of
You
air
took all
pockets.
3 of them?
I said I'm clearing you out of them.
There was
Oh.
2 zones of truth.
I
Erase.
didn't hear him say clearing out. I need to erase all that.
Okay. Can I take 2 guidances
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and an identify?
Okay.
Right before we leave the ship, I'm going to cast
Thank you,
motivational
Artemis.
speech. All right, everyone. I know that we've been through some hard times here recently, and that we've had some testing of trust. But we are all in this together. We all want to see Evelyn succeed and make sure it doesn't happen. What happened to my home and yours doesn't repeat here. So let's watch each other's backs.
You said 2 guidance and what else?
2 guidance and identify.
Everybody gets 5 temporary hit points for the next hour.
And I still got the 8.
Yes,
They don't
that's
stack.
8 hours.
Do you guys know this
That's a different thing.
Absolutely.
Initiative.
I gotcha.
You also have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Ooh. That's nice.
So
And that lasts for
an hour.
an hour. Okay.
That I
So
said 5.
moving speech.
I feel pretty good.
something a little less.
Did you need anything?
We can do this, team.
Stratos?
I already took what I needed. Thank you. I took 3 water breathing potions.
Pleasure.
Right.
Everything else I pretty much just cast myself.
Well, that was very loud.
Well, the benefit to these potions.
It's true.
You save your spell slots and they're instant.
I guess
Like-
it's a good to look.
It doesn't prayer of healing isn't it used typically
Bless
you.
as like a minute,
I
isn't
don't
it?
remember.
Let me see.
Cleric spells, I've not played cleric, so I don't have them all
That one's
worked out.
Goober didn't take that one.
I wonder why.
He preferred to heal with his fists.
Yeah, he did.
10-minute casting time.
He was so good at using it too.
So would that still be converted into a bonus action? Because now hers like that? Okay. Because she's bottled it up. And prayer of healing does what? What does it do? Like how many people does it heal? Up to 6 creatures of your choice within 30 feet regain 2d8 push. That'd be a really good thing for us to have as a group. They could heal the entire group as long as we're all within 30 feet of each other. That's a bonus action.
So mine would do 2d8 plus 2.
I'm gonna take 1 potion of Searing Smite.
Ooh. 1 potion of Searing Smite. 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 1 Okay.
We go get shiny now.
So I mean, is that the plan?
We're gonna go meet new people. We may not get shinies.
Can Tiny stay back on the boat, protect the boat?
Do you really think that's
Tiny stays with shiny.
Yeah, Tiny's kind of bonded.
Manny will stay. No shit.
And Eugene.
Hey, Eugene.
Val, very good luck to you. Good luck.
I'll be waiting.
You're not much of a talker, Val. Kind of like it. You're more of a stern
A doer?
presence. Yeah, you're a doer.
Here's for hoping we don't die.
Kind of forgot you were here.
I'll be here if you do.
That's true.
In which case you'll be here forever. Because your one hope will have been lost.
Not the first time.
Oh boy. Is that a demotivational speech?
We all live in 5 temporary hit points.
Lynn deflates.
Alright, let's make our swim. I've got 60 feet. How fucking everybody
So you
else
guys
is?
are swimming, you're not going to ride in the submarine.
Is
I'd
anybody
rather just ride in the submarine.
Do
Okay,
I
I forgot about that.
I'm swimming.
Did I get the impression from talking to Nelly that if I showed up like a mermaid, that would be a good thing or a bad thing? Like, the red hair is a giveaway anyways, but like the tail would really just kind of knock it out of the park.
The red hair to get away.
Alright, cool. I will swim.
Okay. And you all stay with the ship?
Does Tiny just like wrap around my arm?
Yep.
And yes, I have the cloak of manta ray as well.
Like
so
a really
60
nice arm bangle that just does not let go.
You have some lovely hickey marks from the suction cups.
At some point, they're just gonna almost become like a tattoo.
Yep, so we're traveling at 60 feet.
Alright, so you all,
10 feet a second.
after a
6
enjoyable 30-minute swim through some coral reefs, make your way into much warmer waters.
Who peed?
I'm sorry.
Quite a bit warmer. The
Ignore the
deeper
white
you
cloud.
go, the hotter the water becomes, to the point that it feels like you are in a steaming, hot, borderline bubbling bathtub.
I can't take credit for that one.
This is not a Koopa situation.
That one is
Not me.
beyond me.
Yeah.
The waters are getting quite warm as you guys swim through the space, and you find less corals and coral and more like old dead coral. You even see some indication, if y'all would roll nature check for me.
What is my Asher?
That's going to be a 16.
21.
10.
Alright.
And that one.
Everyone who rolled a 16 or higher, you recognize signs of lava having pooled out in the area. Lots of lava over an extended period of time.
When you say same period of time, do you mean like decades, millennia, or like same period of time like the past few weeks or months?
Decades.
Okay.
But like, it's not all old.
So it's
I just need to know if this is like a sudden new
No.
the past few months lava, or if this is a long-term lava.
This is a long term. Which you suspect is why
it's hot.
the waters are so warm.
Makes sense. I just need to recognize if this was new and bad for the dwarves or not.
Right.
No,
So,
Nelly, if anyone with Nelly,
Sometimes
Nelly
more, yeah.
seems entirely unfazed, unconcerned by the temperatures. And eventually he leads you down to this, it looks like a sheer rock cliff, but obviously you guys are underwater, so you know this is the underside of an island, or land up above. And there are cave structures that you can see coming up to it, and like holes and entrances. It almost looks like Swiss cheese on the side, but it's very intentional. You can tell that this was mined. There's indication that mining still happens. There are pulley systems and levees and like tools laying about. And he goes right up to one of the largest holes in the cliff face and pulls the submarine straight in and just stops it.
Okay. So he's just parked like right inside
He
the hole.
basically parks right inside the hole. Well, home sweet home.
All right. Let's do this. It's gonna be great.
And he starts to climb out of his sub. I need all of you to roll perception checks.
That doesn't mean his sub fills water, does it? As he opens up the hatch underwater?
It's got to be some sort of thing.
Right,
where
does he have like a
decompression
chamber or something like that?
Ooh. What's my
Yes.
Is that how it works?
Yes.
I'm so dead.
So you guys
We're
literally
rolling
climb
what, I'm
out
sorry?
one at
18.
a time. Huh?
18.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
13.
13.
Natural 1. That's my 4th one this session. Also rolling my new character here in a bit.
22.
What did you get?
13.
Oh!
Yeah. Just as equally unperceptive.
Anyone who rolls below a 12
Oh.
is surprised.
Oh boy.
I need you all to roll initiative.
Here it
Oh,
is.
boy.
D8.
You said no more D8?
No, you get
You
a
get a
D8.
D8.
On top of this?
Yeah, you said
Oh.
don't
On your
forget
initiative.
D8. Yep.
I already done forgetted it.
And I'm sorry to bring it up, but it was brought up before. Did we just figure out magic?
Oh yeah, magic.
Oh yes, we need to figure out magic. Pause. Please.
Just had to bring up the homework to the teacher.
I did. I want homework.
Yes.
Oh my god.
No.
Uh-oh.
Does Alex get it from it being carried over from last time? No? Okay.
It's been like, yeah, it's been
A while.
Yes.
Alright, thanks, because then that would make my motivational speech and my gift alacrity.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. That's not good.
Yes.
What's your HP now?
42.
Oh, mine's 45, so I'm 3 above you.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world.
Is that with the...
That's the half.
Well,
Roll with the +5.
Are you just rolling all
Yeah.
your death save now?
No, I'm just having a good time with this one because it gives the good quick feedback.
Was there any other potions you wanted to take before we,
I'm good.
So, initiative.
Initiative is good news,
Yeah,
bad
it's just
news.
waiting in the wings.
Good news, net 20. Bad news, it's just a 20. For my initiative, because I'm +0.
Was this already like that?
Are you going to need a map?
Was that already like that? Or was it?
Here, I'll
Okay,
just
an 11.
Elizabeth, would you
I
like
had
a
an
map?
11.
I don't think we're gonna need one right here.
I
Okay.
think a 15
roll.
better.
Neither of them I. You and me may be dead. I can escape.
That's true.
Or I can make
Gotta
them all
look
like
one
me.
thing up.
Whichever makes it easier.
And it was utterly useless.
No. Didn't you come from an assassin's guild?
You wouldn't don't know that.
No, I know that, but
Yes,
Did
but
you raise-
mostly magic based.
Yeah, did you raid Artemis's
potion stash.
potion stash?
Just a couple of them.
So that potion of Syrian Smite's pretty good.
Boy, wow. It could just be a group of angry seals.
Of how to avenge their
Yes,
brother.
it's their brother. I saw what you did.
That was the other guy.
Hold on, I'm trying to find something.
You sick bastard.
The only one who's surprised is you, isn't it?
Yes, and I'm very surprised because
Crit fail.
natural 1, yeah.
It's a good scene from Dexter. Surprise, motherfucker.
Have you seen a compilation of somebody else using the same tonality to say like all ass motherfucker, so rude ass motherfucker, like just
Large fries, motherfucker.
Yeah. I really love it.
It's so funny.
Okay. Alrighty.
Okey-dokey.
So, what's yours?
Nat 20 for so 20. The plus 0 hurts.
We're surprised we roll with disadvantage on our initiative.
Nope, you just don't get to play the first round.
Right. Well, I was just double checking. I didn't know if there was like a special rule that she came up
19.
with.
You just got
11.
8.
50.
50.
15. Spit back.
Like,
She knows a D80 that I gave her, not a D8.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yeah.
No, I get
Ready?
my card.
Oh yeah,
Can I
card
get
of
my card?
inspiration. Hey, Qrux, you
Suppose.
should stay right next to me because then you'll be resistant to all damage types. If you're directed.
And I can't remember.
like within 5
Oh
feet.
wait, shit, maybe. Let me.
Shit, man.
That's not magical. It's just,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
or
we
is
gotta
just a birthright or whatever you have.
Hold on, I
Like,
need to
the
do
thing. It might be something to do with your.
someone unshuffle.
It's with the paladins, so we're
I
gonna.
wonder who that could be.
Ancient magic lies so heavily
Damn.
upon you that it forms an eldritch ward. Hey, would the magic of the gods have abandoned me?
No.
So my aura of warding would still be up because it's just a paladin class feature.
Yes.
Sweet. So if you stay next to me within 10 feet of
What does
me,
an H
10
do
feet.
again?
Okay.
Let me, because I forget.
Oh, we haven't drawn an ace.
We haven't drawn an ace.
Oh,
Watch, it's
snap.
just gonna be a 1.
Yes, just one.
You are first, aren't you? Sorry. Card of inspiration. Okay, here it is. Where is it?
Did you forget about the ace?
Forget about the ace.
I guess I did. Oh, that's because I removed the ace from my deck. So
Free
I don't know,
realm.
You
Do you
either
like
count
me?
as an ace, a face card, or
I would count it as a face card.
so it'd re-roll any die.
Sounds good. A second luck.
Nice.
I was like, why didn't I put that? Oh, that's right.
And help me remember, because I don't remember the nitty gritty of these rules. If you guys are being attacked by surprise, I know some of you are not surprised, but they still attack first, correct?
It goes through a normal round of combat. It's just whoever's surprised doesn't get their turn that first round of combat.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're essentially skipping my turn.
Yes.
Alright, so you guys hear a voice call out. Nellius Osborne,
There it is.
you are under
I
arrest
knew it.
for the stealing of the Lord's goods.
the Lord's goods.
Tried to tell him.
And all who ride with him are co-conspirators.
Hey, we swam.
I got this.
I can't talk because I'm underwater.
I know.
I can't
I'm just-
defend myself.
We swam. And I'm gonna be like pulling you behind me.
But clearly you know this dwarf. And
I will speak.
they step out, and by the way, there's 20 of them.
Oh fuck!
I will speak.
Alright, Olegu, don't let us down.
I did her just blank on what you told us. What was the name of their people again?
The Sea Dwarves?
The one the one that they were trying to arrest?
Oh, the people we are currently talking to.
They're the Sea Dwarves.
What is their
The Sea
nation
Dwarves.
name again? Just I can't say sea words. Like, what is the island they're on again?
Oh,
It's
Is it this one? Red Axe?
no.
No, it's.
Draga?
Is it
Sendry?
Drac? D-R-A-A-K?
No, not the
Or
draw.
D-R, yeah. Or is it
Drac.
Sendry?
Sendry sounds right, because that's the godstone. Isn't it?
Does-
Draga?
Sindri is the goddess.
Yeah, I think they're in Sendry.
Sendry.
Okay.
Sea Dwarves
I got
Sindri.
this.
Yes.
It's just not where
Yeah.
her altar is.
With my persona of I do not own any weapons, I'm going to step forward. Good people of the goddess of Sendry, we have returned to you Nelly, who stole from you. We have escorted him and the device he created back to you for the punishment he is owed.
You're turning me in?
Be silent, and I cast silence on him.
Is there a save for that?
Nope, there's just a 20-foot sphere around him. No noise can emanate from it.
Right.
You just see this red face screaming.
Oh dear.
We have not come to fight you or do you harm, merely to return what is yours, and offer help however we can.
Roll persuasion.
You got it, buddy. You got it.
This is what I'm built for!
Forget you got lucky for time if you fuck it up.
Luck of Fortuna!
It wasn't terrible.
You take the higher.
That's much better. Alright, so persuasion. That is going to be a 27.
You're one off a crit success.
Oh man.
So 19 plus 8.
You speak true to us.
I may lifetime time to help myself, but I speak true to you in returning him and what he stole. Honestly, it's the best policy. I come bearing no weapons, only what was taken.
You all will follow. And he points to several others. Grab him.
Under whatever rules you request. This is what I'm here for!
Lynn.
I am so proud to know you.
Are you next to Nelly? Because otherwise I can't hear you.
No, I'm not because I swam up instead of being in the boat. So, I'm gonna look directly at whoever's in charge and be like, what he said. He's much more eloquent than I am today.
So you see the primary, which you assume to be guard, turn to two others and whisper something under his breath to them.
Big smile.
And several of the guards come over. They take Nelly, or attempt to. He's gonna have to roll. They're gonna have to go rollsies. Yeah, Nelly kind of sucks. He doesn't manage to put up much of a fight.
He's also quite shocked with the turn of events.
He did steal it.
We also never said.
Yeah, we never said we were going to turn you in.
He also annoyed me the past few days, so.
He was kind of annoying.
So they managed to take him, and they form kind of a ring around you guys and motion for you all to follow.
Absolutely.
You guys all follow?
Yep,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Okay.
And we leave the space. I don't need to concentrate and spell anymore. He can
can
be as
talk.
irate as he wishes.
Yep.
It takes you about 15 minutes of walking. As long as nobody wants to do anything, I'm not going to move initiative yet. I'm not going to move turn order. And they take you to a set of steps that are clearly leading down and motion for you to follow.
So we're not underwater anymore?
So I guess I should describe things that you see now. So once you guys get past the main entryway, as you guys walk a good distance, you walk through another cave entrance, like a secondary cave entrance, and when you do, you literally step out of the water.
Grease trap in
onto
the
dry
sink.
land. Huh?
Grease trap in the sink.
I'll be your stick, just like your stick. Yep. Oh wait. Shit.
So it's like walking through a bubble. So you're swimming, and then suddenly you're not.
Alright, gotta do the handstand.
You like cartwheel.
When I get out of the water, I'm just gonna pick you up and carry you.
There's gotta be a better way to do this. How would they do this?
She must be a newbie.
Do you have any tips?
Shake.
I cast shape water to pull all the water off of her.
Oh shit, I can do. Okay, I can't do that. I can't do magic right now.
Yes. So you get your legs back.
Thank you.
Have your land legs back. As you guys are walking through this space, you are greeted by a large city. In fact, let me
Do
find.
we have a picture?
You do, in fact, have a picture.
I love pictures.
Big city.
Just a small town
Big city
girl.
for little
Of
people.
mine.
Reminds me of home.
Of
Little
mine.
city. I think you can fit a lot of them in there since they're so small.
I'm imagining an underwater Moria. Less death, though.
Let's hope there's not a Balrog.
Oh, God.
There's still time.
Yes, there is.
Maybe we are the Balrog.
Maybe not.
Nelly is.
Nelly's the Balrog. You betrayed me.
No, I feel like in this, Nelly is Pippin.
You're full of a joke.
You should find yourself down there.
It's all the jokers.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I like how the group said that pretty much all at once.
I'm trying to find the page.
Nelly Osborne.
Thank you. I couldn't remember what the second one was because I was too busy writing the Lord's magic, and then Olegu, look at you go.
Listen, there's one thing that Olegu does well. It's take care of himself over others. So
I mean,
sweet.
those Osborns, they're conniving.
Can we just imagine if Olegu got by being like a suave charmer instead of an old man?
You can be both.
He
I
could
mean,
be.
that was my character for the two-parter.
Could be.
A swap charmer who just happens to be an old man.
I'm trying to find it.
Yes, hello, let's shit and talk.
Where is it? Don't you love when you misplace maps?
Absolutely. It's a great old time.
I can still imagine.
I know what map I'm trying to find.
Big
I
city.
just don't know where it is.
Huge.
Little people.
Little people. Big city.
It's really nice because you get the appearance of vaulted ceilings with less of the space.
That's right. That's right.
Aren't you so glad you're not Zendar right now? Hit your head on everything.
That's right.
What?
Little people.
I'm not that much taller as a centaur.
Are you not?
Not really. I mean, just a little bit, like maybe an inch or two.
He's a very short Zendar.
Or very tall elf.
It's true.
Which one is that? We're
Which one is it?
invested.
I'm 5'11" in my elf form.
You're a very short Zendar.
Nice.
I'm also 5'11" in my centaur form.
How tall?
Oh, there it is.
Centaur.
I couldn't find it at first.
Between 6 and 7 foot tall. You are a very short Centaur.
I'm also not a natural centaur, so there's that.
No plumbing.
The plumbing is what takes
I'm
up
sure-
the extra flip.
Yep.
No, I'm sure that comes with all the hormone deficiencies that you would think. Ooh.
Oh my.
That is fun.
So this is a large city up here. It's tiered from what you guys can see. And you're coming from up here, is where they're bringing in, and you're in what appears to be the mid tier. You can see an upper tier, and there are bridges that lead up to it. And then there's a lower tier with bridges that lead down. And even from up here, because you're looking down and you guys are coming down around this edge, where it drops, you guys can see that this is a giant pit.
Okay.
This is Sparta.
You don't know what the pit is for or why the pit is there, but there's a pit.
It's for
Mining.
I have
kicking
ideas.
Britney Spears into the
Sparta cakes.
hole.
A giant pit.
I have ideas.
I listened to half of her
There's a great many uses for giant pits.
biography.
There are.
Yeah, how is it?
There are in fact a great many
Dragons.
uses for giant pits.
Really stressful and not a good thing to listen to while driving through LA, where the stress is already high because there's so many people making bad life choices.
Yeah.
However, if they're not using the abundant local lava to help them with their forging, I will have many words for them.
So you say we're coming down, like we're coming down the stairs? Is that what you mean by coming down? You said we're coming down on like the edge
So
area.
yeah, so this is the cave entrance here, and everything is like tiered. So
Yeah.
you guys are in a middle tier, and he pulls you, and you guys actually have to climb down some steps to get through that. I mean, you're not climbing, you're swimming until you get through this door, and then
Okay.
that's when the water just kind of stops.
Okay.
And then you're walking. I just meant that you're walking along this ledge. You're not actually walking downwards.
So how much of the, like, can we see into the streets of the city, or do we just see
Yeah.
mostly buildings?
You can see into the streets of the city. There are lots of dwarves moving about,
Okay.
going about their everyday lives. You can see shops are open and there are homes and things like that.
Things look peaceful.
Controlled.
Are there dwarves around the pit?
Not by the pit, no.
Not by the pit, like, at all?
Well, let's hope that's
Do
not
they
what
seem
we're
to
doing
keep a
now.
wide berth from the pit?
Oh,
They seem to avoid the
It's
pit.
just like the pit from The Dark Knight Returns. They're just prisoners down there.
So there's no structures positioned around the pit, like guard towers, nothing like that? Okay.
And in fact, they take you down this set of bridge steps
Towards the pit?
towards the pit.
Oh God! Please
So
don't throw Nelly.
walking
in the pit.
towards the pit?
Question: hanging from the bridge, are there cages with people in it?
Nope.
Fantastic.
Is there anything on the
I was
bridge?
just envisioning like
Other than just
Pirates
the
of the
bridge?
Caribbean
Just
when
the
they're in the
bridge.
bone cage under the bridge.
What's the architecture look like? Is it like advanced? Is it standard, what you would see? Or does it look very, like, really well done?
I would say it's kind of steampunky
Okay.
in a way.
Fits.
A lot of old materials making new things, like
Gotcha.
types of mechanics and things that you guys have never seen or even thought of.
So like steampunk Victorian London, that like
Yeah.
old buildings but with new modern facades
Yes,
and stuff.
maybe not Victorian-esque per se, but
Right.
that kind of
Feel.
feel.
Okay.
It's the old married with the new and creative. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah, and so do we
So
see...
and it all looks very well made. It's not like dilapidating or like poorly planned. Like this is clearly a well established, very nice and cared for city.
And does the people that are escorting us, do they look like a police force or more like a military?
More like a military.
So, like, do we see a police force-ish kind of people in the town themselves?
No.
Just military units?
Classic dwarven fortress.
So they lead you down the steps, and at the bottom there's a small building with some more steps that lead down, and they lead you down there.
Towards the pit?
Towards a small building.
Towards the small building?
Towards the small building, and the small building is just a set of stairs down.
Gotcha.
I bet you all have calves of steel. There's a lot of stairs in this place.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of stairs.
When they get you down to the bottom of the steps, you guys notice that you're in a room with a lot of cells.
Like a lot of cells? Like, enough for one of each of us?
We get our own cells. Upgrade.
We don't have to share a bucket.
I mean, you all are here for the same crime. No reason to split you up.
But
But he was so persuasive.
we're turning them in.
Right, we're
We'll
trying to help.
deal with that shortly.
They don't know who we are yet. It is okay.
I mean, it
Yeah,
is
that
natural
makes
to
sense.
be
To be
Better
suspicious
safe than
of us.
sorry.
to suspicious and to treat.
We
I
will
mean,
trust you at your word and know that we will be speaking with you later.
Of course. If you all would. And they point, it's a rather roomy cell
I
compared
mean,
to
if you're
some of
going
the
to check
others.
out stories, shouldn't introductions be
maybe
made?
I'm sure it will happen at the interrogation.
they have been holding on to the what did you call them? The Lord's stones for quite some time. It's time for them to get them back, and we can wait the time that it takes.
Okay.
I like the whole.
And you guys do notice that Nelly is handcuffed with chains around his waist and ankle cuffs. And you guys are not being restrained in any way, nor are they taking any of your weapons. They are
Yeah.
just putting you in the cell.
Yeah. Nelly's gonna be real pissed.
I don't give two shits.
Is he in like a cell next to us?
Oh, he's in your cell.
He's
We're all
in-
together.
Oh, we're all in the same cell. I see.
Do we get at least 2 buckets?
Yeah, is there at least a couple buckets? Because
There's a proper bathroom.
we
in
now
there.
have
We
all
get
of
a
us.
proper
in one.
bathroom.
Oh my
And
goodness.
there's a
They are
curtain, so you don't
civilized
have to
people.
see things. But
Oh my.
Literally
Right.
civilized people.
you guys are like, oh, we're in jail again. But this is a nice jail.
This is a good
This is
one.
a big upgrade.
This is an upgrade. I think we're moving up in the world. Well, coming down, but
Up-down realm.
They wave you all in, and as you walk to the door, the two that he whispered to earlier casually pull you aside.
Oh, I don't know that I like that.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
That's how he's learning.
Yes.
You'll be staying with us for a short while.
Oh.
Ooh, I get to start the interrogation.
Or maybe they have even a nicer cell for you.
Maybe, or maybe they're going back to the bucket.
I don't want to be stuck here with
waterboarding.
these guys. Can I come with you?
We'll be back shortly.
Don't worry.
Oh boy.
Remember my speech. We have each other's backs.
We do.
I'm having a blast.
Hey, that didn't do
And
that.
then the cell door closes with a clang. And they turn and they walk away with Amlin.
I'm gonna do like a weird little salute as I walk away and be like, "See you later," I guess.
Godspeed.
So we're gonna deal with all of you first.
Let me know if you see the Lord stones. I want to know what they look like.
Let me know the review of the bathroom.
I'll put it to the test
I need you to make a con save for me.
as I go to the bathroom.
9?
You start to feel a little ill.
Oh no,
Okay.
it's the fish.
You're looking a little
God
green
damn
there.
Stratos.
Yeah,
I do want you to take 2 HP.
And
take
add it to my current
Yeah,
HP?
just take it.
No, just take it.
It's yours.
Okay.
But just be aware that you're not feeling great. You're feeling a little off. Just so you know.
Don't worry about the upon-west Amelin.
Oh, do we know that you're not feeling well?
No, I'm trying to sell it off that I'm fine. I'm just...
Don't worry about me. Why would we be worried about you?
Why would we need to worry?
Well, he was looking at me funny.
I want to roll insight.
Well, you are funny looking.
Would it be insight or medicine?
Hmm.
Because it's drastically different.
It's the, are you trying to hide it versus is there something physically wrong with you?
I am going to try to hide it.
Are you trying to tell by looking
Like
at him, or are you
full-time.
investigating him to see if there's something wrong with him?
Tell if he's
Are you palpitating his
if
abdomen?
he's trying to stay stoic even though he's sick.
22.
Still have a chance.
Oh.
7.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, if you say so.
Okay.
Anybody else dying?
So, you all decide that you're just gonna turn me in.
Oh, Nelly's here. Hey, Nelly.
Hey, Nelly. How do you think it would have happened if we hadn't done this?
And you
You
were.
would all be here the same way.
But
We would be
they
dead.
would be angry with us, and we would have had to have caused harm.
You
or be
did
hard.
also take something without permission, in my case.
Which I did warn you could happen. You were very confident they didn't know, but obviously you were wrong.
Right, and I did kind of ask you like how your relations with them were. You weren't really frank with this approach. Did you know they were going to do this? Could you guess?
Do you think I'd come back if I did?
Yes, because you seem very overconfident in your abilities and self-worth.
Well, of course, I'm a dwarf. All my work is great, and they need to know it.
And they have to compensate somehow.
There it is.
I'm confused as why we're back in the cell.
Because
And
this would
Nelly's
at least
complaining
find a
that
way
we're
to get
sold
what
him
we-
out. What happened while we were underwater?
Well,
Well, I mean,
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't speak Aquan?
I
Oh,
speak
that's why you're
Aquan.
confused. They were going to attack us, so I sold Nelly out in order to have a more amicable relationship.
Some uncouth pig.
So there you go. He's the one to blame.
I mean, it was honestly the best outcome for all of us.
There were 20 of them and 5 of
You
6.
just trade that shell for curly tail. And a
Nelly?
snap.
And
When we were able to have a proper conversation with them without them being biased against us attacking them, then we can start to clear things up. This is the only way to get to this point without them trying to kill us, including you.
Right.
Coming from the two-faced liar.
I mean, we have.
Correct.
We have.
Suck it up before I make you.
So do we
Roll
escape?
intimidation for me.
No,
Alright,
I don't think
absolutely.
so. I think they're.
I love that he's frustrating you.
You
17.
also notice that we're not bound and he is, so
Right.
I think...
And we have our
It's up
gear.
so fast.
They didn't even disarm us.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Nelly rolled a 1
And I rolled a 17.
On
against
what?
Intimidation.
intimidation.
To
So
show
Nelly-
Nelly just like shuts up he turns pale, and he just kind of turns around on his bench and goes,
It was the best way of getting through this, I think. I mean, honestly, I was quick thinking. I didn't know they were going to be that upset to see him.
For once, I feel like your character did a good thing.
It
Well,
was great.
If there's one thing Olegu's good at, it's helping himself.
To
They're
be
just
frank,
having to
in my
align with everybody
kingdom,
else
if
as
you
well.
steal something from the royal family, it is potentially punishable by death. So,
So that's
Right.
what happened?
He touched the Lord's stones.
Slivers of the Lord's Stone.
Yes, just shivers of the Lord's stones.
Nelly, speak this one time. What is the name of the king? First and last.
Speak this one time.
Speak this one time. Wow.
We've never
There
seen this
is no king. There's just the Lord, and his name is Ragnar Longbeard.
Thank you.
it's a hell of a name.
Ragnar.
Ragnar.
Sounds powerful.
Longbeard, one word.
Sounds Nordic.
What's Nordic mean?
Oh, it's they probably.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Like up there.
I just need to clear up that this wasn't a family issue.
Like with the Minotaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
There are some interesting parallels.
Everybody in the cell, roll perception for me.
Is there somebody else here?
I just
And another cell.
Oh dear.
Oof.
You still have a reroll.
Can I cash in my reroll?
Sure.
And you die. Go away.
Would that even count? Because your hand was kind of in the way.
I rolled the exact same thing. 6.
Dirty 20.
Did you get another?
Oh, that's a...
That's a
9.
1.
Yeah, that's been my number this whole campaign.
You're getting
14. Do you need the dice trail?
Yeah, I roll a different die every time.
Everyone who rolled better than a 12, you hear a soft crying coming from down the hall.
There's another person.
Sound down the hall? Does it sound familiar to us?
No, it's just a soft kind of crying, hiccuping sound, like a young lady. Yes, like
Stop
it
that.
sounds like she's just across, just across the
I don't hear this.
on the. She's just in the cells on the other
I
side,
do.
and probably like 1 or 2 cells down. So not too far, but you can hear.
But we can't see her.
Her. You can't see her. She's just far enough that you can't see her. You can just kind of hear that she's there.
Sounds like someone else is having a bad day.
Hmm?
Sounds
What do you
like-
mean?
You don't hear it? There's somebody else
Oh,
there.
that. Should we
Yeah,
talk
that she
to
got.
them?
She might just have hiccups.
Do I hear this now that they pointed it out?
Yes, you can hear it.
I would like to take a closer look. Hello?
Hi. Sorry. Sorry.
No need to apologize. What are you crying about, friend?
Stupid. It's really stupid. It's just stupid.
I can read her a poem.
There's a lot of that going around. If you'd like to come over and talk about it, you know, I have quite a way with words.
Isn't she locked in a cell?
Is she locked in a cell?
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna be walking.
Oh, well, I'm gonna peek my
She
head out.
does. She does manage to pull herself to the bars, and you can see her. Catty corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
catty
old does she
corner.
look?
What race
Um,
is she?
She's a mer.
Ooh.
That's a plot twist.
Hello, my name is Zordon. What is your name?
Who the fuck is Zordon?
That's my birth.
That's his real name.
I was not there for that conversation.
I know, it's weird. It might be an alien.
Misty. My name is Misty.
Oh.
How old does she look and or sound?
She looks like she's maybe about 16 years of age.
Okay, so she's very
So she's a child, a young adult.
Wait. Wasn't that one of Anwin's siblings' names?
I don't know. I don't
Misty?
recall that.
I don't recall either. Is there a way to roll for it? Was it ever told to us?
Lynn was the youngest. You probably know that.
Ariel,
I'm pretty sure it was
Kai,
told to us.
Ayler, something I can't remember because I can't read my writing on this part.
No, Misty.
No.
Why are you crying, child?
What color is her hair?
I need to check the other thing first.
That is a key piece of information. Red hair was the royalty
Misty,
hair
stay
color.
up.
My name's Misty. Misty, stay.
Her hair's green.
Spell.
She's green.
It could be a disguise, though.
What are you in for, child?
I I tried to run off with Orion.
With who?
Orion.
Who's Orion?
Is it an owl?
The Lord's son.
Oh.
Okay.
He wasn't very happy.
That's funny. I
But
have...
he feels so trapped.
Okay.
He doesn't want to be here anymore.
So your friend Orion is here as well?
So there's
Um,
2?
I mean, he's not really my friend.
Are you
Lover?
trying to kidnap him?
Like boyfriend?
Oh, we exchanged rings.
Fiance?
Pretty bird.
Or did you elope?
We may have already seen the priest.
Oh my.
I'm not your friend.
Well, for what it's worth, congratulations. I know what it's like to have a date. It's super magical and all that stuff.
Yeah, until the guards came in.
Yes, I can relate to that somewhat. But look on the bright side. At least your parents are still alive. Your parents are still alive, right?
Right. You just assumed that.
Oh, well,
Oh lordy.
for what it's worth, me too. As far
Got
as
away with words.
Me
yes,
too, boo-boo.
as far as I know, my parents are dead as well.
Oh my.
So,
Mine too.
oh,
Mine too.
have you ever seen somebody swallow a sword before? Maybe this will cheer you
She's
up.
in
No.
love. Yes.
So,
She herself
I'm gonna do the sword trick where I swallow my sword.
Careful.
The flexibility.
Careful.
She doesn't seem to like it.
Oh,
I'm just scared.
you said you like that trick. And I say that as the
I
sword is
like
still
it.
in my mouth. Don't pull it out. Well, I'm sorry you're upset, child. Perhaps.
I just wish they hadn't forgot me down here.
Oh shit.
They forgot you.
How long
down
have you
here?
been down here?
Over a week, but they said that the king would, that the Lord, he would see me in just a day or two.
Well, lords are busy. So don't take
I mean,
it
if it
personally.
wasn't for that stupid Drider in the pit.
Stupid
The
Drider.
what and the what?
What are these bars made out of? Because we're busting out.
Well, let's give Emmeline some time. It's
Yeah.
only been like 5 minutes.
I already
5
screwed
minutes
it.
too long.
And I can always cast Sending on her to check in.
And plus, we don't need to break bars. I can just unlock them.
And
True.
I can also teleport out, so there's that too.
I love that you guys are all being cooperative prisoners.
Yeah, I could.
I mean, but how are we going to get her out?
The end's just what I mean.
Same thing.
Maybe we can pay her thing.
So you're locked up because you.
Saw Drider in the pit.
Wait, so you illegally eloped with the Lord's son?
And his name is Orion.
Yes. He's the youngest of the children. It shouldn't, it's not like he's going to inherit anything.
How old is he?
17.
What does he look like?
He's an owl.
He's got teal skin
Oh.
and blue hair, and I mean, he's like any other dwarf.
Okay.
Not ringing words for your husband, but sure.
A dwarf and a fish.
not
There it
just-
is. I was waiting for that to pop up.
I'm not a fish.
She's a mer.
True, she's
Be
a good
tactful.
You ocean folk all look the same to me.
That's even worse.
Comes
Whoa!
the mystery.
Says the
Here we go. Look, she has has something that gets mixing. It's nothing personal. It's just her. It's just
trying to
her
help her
religious
through it.
preferences. Okay. She's a little racist, but it's all right.
She's sobbing for a little bit.
The only reason I ask is we have a friend that is named Orion as well, but he looks completely different from what you're describing.
Hello.
Huh?
I've never met another Orion before. So which one of you is Orion?
He was an Owlin, and apparently he's somehow tied to our friend Qrux, and they change back and forth.
That sounds rather complicated.
Why are you lying to her?
I'm not lying.
You just confused her.
I'm not
It's
lying.
very disgusting. I've witnessed it myself.
Well,
I'm gonna put a spore in the jail cell.
Thank
Hey,
you.
for the little people. Little mushroom people.
and real quick, Elizabeth, cast sending, because Amelin can respond whenever she wants. She doesn't have to respond immediately. Just checking in. We're making friends. Let us know if you need backup. Please hurry. Group getting restless.
Escape imminent.
Wait, let me try how many words that was.
There's 18.
You can say escape imminent.
Escape imminent. Please.
Be tactful.
Send help.
Please.
Drider in the pit.
Don't make
Stop distracting me.
Okay,
Please
love you, bye.
negotiate quickly.
Love you.
No.
That's what I do.
Okay, bye.
No, that was 23.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Anything else you're gonna ask her?
Hey,
before I
Misty.
move on? Yes.
Let me guess, you don't have anything to keep you busy over there. You're just stuck in a cell?
Well, I mean, that's kind of what it's like to be in a cell.
Would you feel better if I were to give you a parchment and a quill so you could write a message for Orion?
I think you're not just gonna break her out.
Would you?
I absolutely would. And I mage hand a extra quill and piece of paper over to her.
And then, because of the way she was sitting, you guys couldn't see her entirely before. You just kind of saw her face peeking around. But then you see her, like, flop over and reach out, and you realize she still has a mermaid tail.
Oh yeah, only the royalty can switch, can't they?
And
Do
so
you-
you see her reaching out for the pen and quill from the ground.
Do you just have a bucket, or do you also have a curtain?
I have a curtain.
Hey, that's positive. We've been in worse jail cells before, so.
Don't use it to hang yourself.
What did
Oh
you
boy.
do?
Oh, we were kidnapped
Again?
again.
This is the
Oh no! Yeah, this would be the second time we were involuntarily caged. That's why we're so nonchalant about it.
Yes.
Experience.
We're pretty casual about it. I
At
mean,
least I wasn't
Oh.
stabbed this time.
hell, they didn't even take our weapons. I don't
We're
think
also
they-
only here by our choice.
True. We're making a deal.
What?
I like that Nelly's just hearing all
You
Yeah, I know, I was
would
just thinking that.
choose to be here?
We're not gonna be here long. They're gonna come talk to us and it'll be all worked out.
Hell,
Let's
there's,
forget about you. Like,
there's a curtain.
I can just
I
walk out
thought
and find
that
them.
too, but then they left me for a week.
Yes, however, I can just walk out and find them and talk to them.
You must be very strong if you can break those bars.
Help!
Optimus, it's only been 10 minutes. Calm down.
I don't like
She is
being in
PTSD.
cages.
It's PTSD.
Alright,
Yes, very strong, definitely.
It's like, do I have calm
Yeah,
emotions?
well, I mean,
is that it?
technically, she kind of took the Lord's stones too. Those stones were.
What?
I said that quietly.
And what was to all the laughing the first time?
We're terrible people.
Stratos did not laugh. Alex laughed.
What about Zordon?
He didn't laugh either.
Okay.
Fuck is
did you not know that was his real name?
No,
Good?
nobody did.
I think I'm the only one that has it in my notes.
I've not been a part of any of those conversations.
I wonder why.
So, are you ready?
I'm really excited for 5 minutes into this walk to get that ascending of just checking in.
It's been 5 minutes. They're getting restless. They go imminent.
So when you get that, you are on the other side of the bridge,
Okay.
and they're continuing to take you up to the upper tier.
She's not even there yet.
You respond now or later?
The desire to go, it's been 5 minutes.
That's what I keep telling them.
Technically 10 now.
I'm just gonna shake my head and continue walking with them. I'll wait until I actually have something to say, because it's Stratos, it's been 5 minutes. He's aware. Okay, this is
So they take you to the upper tier, where they take you into a large mansion. It has its own courtyard. It's separated from all the other buildings around it. This is clearly a place of prominence. They lead you through the courtyard into the mansion, and they drop you off in what looks like a drawing room or an antechamber of some sort, and they tell you that the Lord will be out to speak to you personally shortly.
I appreciate that. What is the Lord's name?
Just call him Lord Longbeard.
Okay.
I'd laugh. He has like this short goatee.
Just shaved yesterday.
Oh, does he have no face? Or is it his hair so long it's wrapped around the forehead?
Does he look like it from Adam's family?
Cousin it.
Yes.
All right. I don't mean to be a menace, but it's kind of lunchtime.
He'll be out with you shortly.
All right, that's fine.
And then they turn around and leave.
Okay.
The room that they've left you in, there are several large couches. There's an ottoman in the room, just some tables with decorations, a couple of paintings. You do see that there is a small piano of some kind. Looks almost like a piano to you, but doesn't look quite right.
Okay.
A little different. In the room, it just seems to you like a room for entertaining guests.
Are there any books or anything?
There are a couple of books on a shelf, yes. It looks like just some light poetry, books on art, things like that.
I'm politely interested in the room for about 10 minutes. And then I start getting a little antsy.
By about the time you're getting a little antsy, you hear some yelling and arguing. Something about, why'd you bring them here, and she has red hair. What else were we supposed to do with her? And did you leave her by herself? We left her in the drawing room for you. She better not have been lying, is kind of the last thing you hear shouted, and then footsteps coming your way.
I think literally the only thing that I said to them was I asked for lunch. Oh, well.
And then you hear 2 knocks, and then the door opens, and swiftly comes in a short little man. He is blue as the sky. He's wearing much finer clothes than what you've seen on any of the dwarves so far. He's wearing a lot of finery. Not a lot of jewelry though. He seems pretty bare of it. In fact, you've not really seen anyone wearing jewelry. But he's wearing some upper end finer clothes, nice boots, and as he walks into the room, you can't help but note that he is utterly bald, with no hair to speak of.
There it is.
Even for eyebrows.
There it is. Okay, so since you can't help but have alopecia, it's not his fault.
Lord Longbeard?
And how should I address you?
Amlin works.
And your last name?
Cormaris.
Well, Your Highness, it is lovely to have you here, and you can hear like the grinding of teeth as he says that and bows before standing up, and then he thumps his chest in the way that you're used to saying. You're not used to seeing people bow. It's the thump of the chest, though.
Lord Longbeard, fake pleasantries have a lot of good graces, in calmer times. These are not calm times.
So, you want to tell me why you were with that little scoundrel?
Because the little scoundrel was, at first imprisoned by the Mesaloths, and then,
Good riddance.
Nessie got into a little bit of a fit, and in the time that it took us to calm her down, he...
Is that Kraken on your arm?
Tiny, this is Lord Longbeard. Lord Longbeard, this is Tiny.
He's not shiny. I don't like him.
I feel like his head would be very shiny.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
That's what I'm thinking. No eyebrows. Is
Sidetracked.
the Kraken a problem?
No, of course not.
I understand that they can be quite possessive. But
They said that you were returning what he took. So you have it.
well, it's the first step. And hopefully your guard secured it, because they whisked us away. And so it was in his ship, and so it...
Where they searched.
Did they search the engine room? For the multiple shards. You are going to have to release him from his chains so
Did
that
he
he can
use
find
it?
them.
For the engine?
I am assuming that we are talking about shards of Sendry's Godstone, yes?
Stupid little of all the blasted things that...
We are talking about the shards of Sendry's Godstone, yes?
Yes. But it does not leave this room.
And why does it not leave this room?
Because none are supposed to know that I safeguard it.
Well, that's fair. But what if we went from safeguarding it to replacing it?
Have you already started the process?
Do you think I would have red hair if I had not?
I don't know. No one knows what happened to the children. You are the first to come back to us.
I am the first to publicly come back. I am not the first to serve, and I am not the first to sacrifice.
Have you placed other stones? Has the process been started?
The process has been started. Fortana has been returned home, Araco has been returned home, and Okeano has been returned home. We met Nelly.
I must check these things. Come.
Alright.
And he walks out of the room very swiftly.
I'm gonna follow at a sedate pace, because I am taller than him.
He leads you through several corridors and then out the back into an outer backyard courtyard, where he then takes you into what seems to be a small personal temple. And in that temple, in the place of like one god being multiple statues, you see all the gods represented as statues, and all of them, by the way, are dwarves. And each of them is turned around backwards, and he looks at you and he says, "So which have you replaced?"
Fortana.
And he walks to Fortana and he turns her statue, and it seems to lock into place.
Araco.
And he turns it, and it locks.
And Okeano.
He turns it again, and it locks. And he walks up to another random statue, and he turns it to where it's facing front, and then he turns it back around to where it's backwards, and it never locks into place.
Who is that?
Sendry. And he stares at the three that he managed to turn facing the room. "So you speak true."
Did you think that I would lie about this?
Well, do you know anything of what's happened the last 80 years? 40 years? What was it?
40?
40. Thank you.
Hopefully. Otherwise, I'm in my 80s.
Yeah.
Mentally.
I was 4 when I was ripped from my family's home to never see them again. Entrusted to someone and shoved into a body that was not mine. Do you think that I am not taking this seriously? Do you think that I have not been impacted?
I never said you weren't, but you must understand what we have suffered here.
Unspeakable horrors.
Exactly. And I cannot take the word of some stranger who parades around with red hair to be true.
Believe it or not, I can't actually dye it. It doesn't stick.
So you think that the shards that he took are in the engine?
I have not been able to actually ascertain that. But the description that I got from him and the initial power that I felt from the core was similar enough that it warranted ensuring that he made it home safely in a creation that, while perhaps unwise, is brilliant. That making sure that he got home with those shards became the utmost important.
I will send 5 of my best to go retrieve them.
You will need Nelly with you.
Oh, I am very well aware. But he will not be getting out of his chains.
And I would like your assurance that my compatriots will be safe, that my friends will undergo no harm. We brought him back in a gesture of
There is
goodwill.
something I need in return.
Oh, what do you need in return?
A very unwelcome guest showed up about a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Claims he came across some people who took his gold.
His goal.
Gold.
Gold.
And that he was forced to run. And now he claims that because of it, he will take our home. For now, we have kept him in the depths of the pit. But we have not been able to remove him, if you will.
Who is this stranger? What is this stranger?
A Drider commander.
And he says somebody stole his gold?
Among many of his other claims. He swore to bring down all the Mesloth and Hydroloth to our lovely home here. And you can understand why I had to act so swiftly.
I get that. Did he happen to say if the gold was in his originally Nessie's or not?
I didn't ask too many questions.
Probably for the best. Oh, shit. Let's complicate things.
You take care of him. We'll safely secure the slivers. And I will send some guards with you when you go to place the stone.
You can reform the stone?
It is my understanding that it will fix itself.
Generally, when presented to the other portions, yes.
As long as he didn't lose any.
Well, that is the hope, isn't it? I cannot vouch for him. I will not vouch for him. We brought him back because it was the right thing to do, and because, despite everything and his youthful folly, he is somewhat of a genius. And the ship does work.
Who tried to destroy the world?
I can't believe I'm about to say this. You didn't think the Godstones were real. As I'm sure that many youth that I have come across don't believe the Godstones are real. Because
And they are fools for it.
Well, how could they? If this is the world that they grew up in, which is no slight against you or yours or anybody who's been surviving in this place, but it's not an easy world to grow up in, and it's kind of easier to brush off the things that we don't understand to make life more palatable. I am pleading lenience on his behalf. Yes.
You have
done.
pled.
Okay.
I will send you with some guards.
Send me with some guards. And it's just the one Drider right now? In the pit?
The one of the 4 that came to our realm.
Like a total?
So you know not. So you know not of the commanders at all.
Believe it or not, I actually kind of hit the ground running with the Godstones. We just kind of... Magic is not present in your realm. We've been trying to get magic back. We've been trying to save people. We've been trying to destroy the Mezzaloths and actually the
My realm.
effective way is to replace the Godstones. Because then the gods can act.
You did not grow up here.
This is your realm, is it? Lord
You
Longbeard.
came from outside the dome.
Ah, yes.
I see. That makes much more sense.
Because a
now.
4-year-old can decide where she goes.
Oh, I spoke nothing against you, but it suddenly makes sense why you know so very little.
Yup.
Let me give you an understanding of how things happened, why don't I?
I appreciate you said how things happened and not how things are going to be. That would be a very different conversation that neither you nor I would enjoy.
So do you have familiarity with the insurgency and how it transpired?
The various bits.
It happened in 3 parts. We refer to them as the accident, the invasion, and the oblivio. The accident occurred when Atlanta was facing a massive food shortage. Fields stopped yielding crop. The crop would wither and die, or would poison the people who ate it. Clear signs existed of outside influence, but it was unknown as to how the infestation began, and all the crops in all the land were rotting. And so our great, grand wizards decided that they could fix it. And in their spells and in their pentagrams, they opened a portal to the demon realm. Specifically to Loth.
Ooh.
Bad choice.
She took great pleasure in this, as I'm sure you can understand. And then the invasion happened. The perfect setup for Loth to finally gain foothold in our realm. Through Atlantis, no less. Considered at the time the most advanced of all the species and all the lands. Until, of course, we were closed in this lovely dome that we have now. And that's where the Oblivio comes in. After the Mezzaloth and the Hydroloth came in their hordes of hundreds and thousands, 4 Drider commanders came through the gates. No one was able to touch a single one of those commanders. I suspect now that their power is waning as their connection to Loth has been cut. Where she managed to disappear to, nobody knows. But she did make it through the gates before the Oblivio took place, and the Godstones were cast from their gods, from their temples, and from us. It has taken us many years to find any sort of balance. So I will tell you this only once. Please, if you are to do this, do not fail. And then he turns and walks out of the room.
Mic drop.
To an empty room, I'm gonna go, ah, yeah, because I want to die. And then to Stratos, I'm gonna say, hopefully you all haven't escaped. Guards coming for Nelly to find the shards, we need to handle a Drider in the pit. We get guards though.
Can I relay that to the group?
Yep.
I just got a message back from Amelin.
About
Real quick,
time.
are we still in the jail cell?
Yes.
I am. I'm using
Yeah.
the toilet. You got a message back?
Yes. I don't make eye contact. Yes. So
Stare down.
she was able to secure a job for us to help these people and to help reassemble the Godstone. She's going to tell us more once we regroup, but she'll be with us shortly, I imagine.
Tell her to bring food.
That's good news.
I just have one thing I need to do before the guards get here. And I look at Nelly. And I'm going to cast Suggestion on him.
What does he have to do? Anything?
It is a wisdom save, I believe.
And he didn't get the motivational speech.
He did not.
That's no advantage for you.
Yeah.
Nelly.
He got 9 total.
That's not enough for Olegu.
No, he would need a 16. This is going to last up to 8 hours, in which I will be concentrating, and I am going to tell him, not confused.
You see Olegu's
Why not
eyes
both?
cross.
Wait, what was it?
Dang.
Spell backfired.
Cooperate fully and without complaining to anything the guards request of you when they come ask for your help. For anything.
And he just kind of like
Yes, master.
pulls away from you. You get the feeling he's going to do what you asked, but he is very intimidated right now.
Oh, he has no choice. He's under my spell.
Also, our temporary hit points will be gone by now.
Sorry, guys.
I mean,
I'm glad we
almost
didn't
had
need
that
them.
fight.
Especially with that shit.
5.
I'm glad you guys managed to find a way around it. I was worried we were going to have a real fight.
Thanks, Olegu.
Hey, it's my pleasure.
Yep. That's good.
Alright. So eventually, some guards are going to come around. They're going to pick up Nelly, and then they leave the door open for you, and 2 of them tell you that they will escort you to the pits. And they pass you each a sandwich as you walk by.
What kind of sandwich?
Bless you.
It's kind of tuna salad sandwich.
I like tuna.
How are you feeling?
No, but you don't know that I'm not feeling well.
No. No, I don't.
Do you eat your food?
I will eat the sandwich like nothing is wrong.
Dang, I would have asked for it.
You know what they say, Artemis? You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Am I right?
This is tuna?
I
Yes.
think so.
You don't like tuna? You've liked the fish that I've been pulling out of the ocean. Of course, that's probably not tuna. It's more like barracuda. So did they take us to Amelin?
They take you guys straight to the pit. It takes a little longer for Amelin to get there, but she does eventually join you guys.
You think they had to
Did I
choose?
also get a sandwich?
Hmm?
Did I
Did
also
you get a sandwich?
Yes.
Think they had to choose between the curtain and toilet paper? Or you think that was on purpose?
Was there none?
I don't know.
It was not. Maybe that's what the curtain
Was there like
for.
the seashells like in the opera Demolition Man?
No, there was nothing in there. It was bare.
Okay.
What?
Well,
What'd you have to do?
did you do predigitation?
I can't cast magic.
Oh, I got you. Presentation. Your ass is spotless.
Aim my butt towards you.
All right.
And the clothes around them.
I'm really glad I went before we came here.
All do like me.
I saw.
I went while we
my
were
good friend.
Well, you gotta be careful because when you pee underwater, the parasites that might go up your hoo-ha.
They will.
Yes.
I really hope that this is when I walked out.
Maybe that's why I feel so weird.
Do you
No,
feel
that's
weird?
just you.
I felt weird for
I'm glad
a
that you're
days,
safe.
Week.
Yeah.
Oh my god, don't leave me with these guys again.
What are you talking about? I thought we were friends.
Terrible?
I thought you liked this.
It's
Just-
fine.
I
Shit,
don't
I
miss.
didn't like it.
So what are they gonna do with Nelly?
Nelly is gonna go help them find the shards, and
Yes.
we have to take down a Drider.
Excellent. He has no choice but to cooperate. I insured it.
Wait a minute.
Okay. The Drider is threatening to rain down a hailstorm of Mezzoloth and Hydroloth against this place.
Alright, so
Is same
I'll prepare
Drider
more
that we saw at
potions.
Nessie's castle?
He did say that somebody stole things from him, so there's a very good chance.
it
'cause
can't
he
be
did
the same one.
take the-
Why not?
Apparently, there are 4 Driders that Loth brought into this realm to create chaos.
4 of them.
Well, that's not that
I
bad.
mean, it's
That's less than a hand.
5 on 1, and maybe
It's a hand.
maybe if we rest up, we'll get lucky and we'll have magic or strange occurrences tomorrow.
I think you can say magic, but I didn't get the impression that this was something that they were particularly enthused about us waiting on.
Well, I guess
I mean-
you two are the ones that are at the most risk. I would.
It would be better if we could.
I
Did
mean,
they want this to be a murder or an interrogation?
Did I get that impression from Lord Longbeard? He kind of just said take care of him.
So execution.
I mean,
Well-
who knows most about Driders?
I have no love for Driders or the Drows, so
Yeah, it's true. I just learned about his history.
I just want to be done with this so I can go back home.
Quickly
That's fair.
or painfully?
Yes.
Can we just do it quickly
whatever's
to
more
get it done?
efficient. The Driders are quite conniving, so the longer they're alive, the more danger they are.
We're looking for efficiency here.
Well, I mean, he's already down that pit.
Can't we just drop some rocks on
Drop
him?
something on him.
Can I throw some
Squish him like a
explosives?
spider.
We ought to probably find him.
To the guards that are with us, can you give us more information about the pit?
Like, how deep is it?
Explosives.
Not in an enclosed cavern, but like where your head's at.
It's about 100 feet deep.
Oh.
Did you just like drop the Drider in, or?
So I can see him. Or I can see at least at the bottom of the pit because I got 120 feet double
There's a
seat.
wall that you can see that someone could slide down. There's just no climbing back up.
Do I see him down there?
Oh yeah, you can see him down there. Staring you dead in the eye.
I'm looking right at
Are
him.
you,
He's staring right at me.
you have an
Yes.
eye contest? Blinking, No blinking contest?
He's looking at me.
You can wait
And y'all just want us to.
Don't worry, we're just talking over some things. Hopefully he can't hear me. They got like really good hearing.
The lava gate is sealed, and we haven't been able to open it to properly dispose of him.
Oh, where's the lava gate? We can work on that.
If I give him my longbow, can we just set some arrows on fire and just...
The gate is the floor.
Oh!
Maybe
Where's the
it's
mechanism?
down
Like,
there.
obviously, you don't have to open it while you're down there. There's got to be a mechanism up here to open it.
Well,
I just need a starting place
He
to
broke
place
the
it.
chain.
So we do need to go down there to reconnect it.
Well, we
I
just,
don't know that there's any reconnecting at the moment. We can't kill him
why not?
Why not?
Have you
because
tried?
he's killed 7 of us when we tried.
Oh, you can't kill him. I
I'm
see.
sorry for your loss.
Does he look wounded at all, or does he look just totally healthy? I mean, how long has he been down there?
He
Does
looks
it look?
tired, a little drawn, like he's not had a lot of food, but otherwise okay, uninjured.
Get up.
What did you try to kill him with?
Or maybe we can feed him some
Swords and
seeds
knives?
work with him.
Can we shoot some arrows down there?
I mean, who knows?
Yeah, what's to stop y'all from just bombarding him endlessly from up here?
Yeah, I didn't
This
think
is
of
an
that.
actual question. I've never fought a Drider.
I guess I didn't think of that. That's fine.
I mean,
You
my
don't have to be
longbow goes
embarrassed.
150.
I'm assuming there's a reason. I'm just trying to figure out what it is because I'm inexperienced in this field.
I mean, honestly, never even think of it.
I'm assuming you thought of that.
Right?
Hold on.
He's telling us to hold on a minute.
I'm really enjoying the idea that these guards just think we're so incompetent.
He looks malnourished.
I think it's just how he looks.
Are you just making direct eye contact with him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think he's looking at me now.
Yep. He's looking at Olegu.
Here's my longbow. If you want to shoot him.
I mean, what else is he going to do down there? Except look up. Not much to look at down there.
Does he have weapons, or is he disarmed?
Just a pit.
There's no weapons that you guys see.
Does he have access to his
Does he
magic?
have pockets?
If he's a spider dude, can he just climb?
Is he wearing a robe with many things?
Half spider, half
Iron dude.
But wouldn't it give him spider climbing abilities?
He's
Climb
gonna
up the
get
wall?
both. He's gonna roll
I
up.
don't know.
That's a good question. Why can't he spider climb? Did you like
Cut off the pads.
What's the name? what's
grease
the
up
name
the
of that
walls or
thing?
something?
Drider?
He's a drider.
No.
Kevin.
He's one of the 4 Drider
Lava
horsemen
gate.
of this apocalypse.
Mechanism.
Broke chain.
Longbow and arrows. Fire.
Avalanche.
So what he
Explosives.
just told us is that there's a lava gate that's
Yeah, like the floor will drop out under him into lava.
into the lava.
But the chain for that is broken.
Put an explosive on an arrow. There we go. Problem solved.
Where's Quantum when I need him?
Not in this realm. He's busy.
Where's Crave when I need him? He has freaking meteor shower. That'll open up the lava gate.
Kareem is now very far in the future.
Yes.
I mean, I have a toxic
That's happened
caustic
by
brew.
7
Would that do anything?
I mean, maybe. Hope he's looking at me again.
It's an acid.
Are you hungry? I'm not-
So the guard
I'm just curious.
waves someone over,
Does he come with a bow?
and three dwarves come up with longbows, and they've got arrows on their hips.
I'm really
Okay.
excited for us to see why they can't kill him.
And then you guys watch as they release a very rapid fire volley. Like, these guys know what they're doing, and they all aim dead on. And the Drider just seems to kind of go like this, and then all of a sudden you see a sphere completely wrapping around him, and all of the arrows just bounce off.
Resilient.
How many times can you do that, I wonder?
Have you tried setting them on fire?
Do you want to just do it again? Maybe he'll run out.
You don't have any. What do you want to bet that attacks not touched by unique occurrences will not affect him?
Can I attempt an Eldritch Blast on him, see what happens?
Eldritch Blast.
Experiment time.
So we just go down there and kill the fucker.
But we may not be able to get back out.
All right, look, I can't really do much. We have
could
this
just-
state.
You can stay up here and make direct eye contact with him.
I'll
the
keep him
whole
distracted.
time.
Look for boulders.
I can do that. Big rocks. I'm good at finding big
Can
rocks.
I make a
so then try-
longbow magic?
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, the Lord doesn't consider those as stuff.
I mean, you can imbue a weapon, I believe, with your artificer feature, depending on what level you are. I think.
That's going to be for one
That is
beam
true.
a
Make it a +1 weapon.
22 to hit, and
essentially.
another beam a 27 to hit.
What infusions?
Shield. Oh, you know that's magic missile.
But I have magic weapon.
Yeah, but
That's going to be a 2 and a 2
You go
for
to your inventory.
a total of 4.
Yep. but
They completely just, like, they hit dead
So you
on,
know
they just
how to
bounce
do
off. Nothing happens.
Well, that's quite irritating. So if we went down into the pit, would you all be able to get us back up?
Yes.
How?
Assuming we survived.
Yes. We can send a wooden
Do you
lift
even have
down.
any active
Oh, do you have a
Insight
lift?
check.
infusions?
Nope, because I don't know how to do that.
Yours is better than mine.
Why'd you ask?
I have.
You literally can just do it.
11.
Yeah.
Oh, mine was also
You
right.
literally just do
They have a
it.
way to get you out.
I don't have to say anything.
Is that also broken?
Yeah, if it's somebody else's. If you were to do it to yours, you would
And
just click on it. Or
this
click on it.
Drider has no way whatsoever, even with the help of magic, to open the trapdoor himself underneath him.
I'm gonna have to use the laptop.
Doesn't seem.
That you can, I'm asking the guards, that you can 100% guarantee without question.
Because that would really suck if we went down
Can
there.
anyone
Yeah,
guarantee
typically
that?
You can click on it.
Perhaps you should
But
stay
you
up
can
here.
still
He didn't do it when we
to
came down before.
And you wouldn't have to notate
Did do
it.
what?
He didn't open the.
You didn't have
You just
a
have to go
Princess of
to-
Atlantis with next to you. Perhaps you should stay up top.
Well,
Just watch you all?
You can help Orion throw stuff at him.
Look for a boulder?
you could just, we could disguise you.
And besides, in order for him to attack us, he would have to drop the sphere. So if we were to keep him distracted down there with the sphere gone, you all can also rain down hell from up here, and he can't block.
I'm
Click
not
on it.
disagreeing
Show
with
you
you.
that you have
I'm
one
just
active.
going to gesture very vaguely at myself, where I have a javelin and a trident and some daggers. Like, I fight in close combat.
And then I gesture at them with their bows and arrows.
I know that it's not like you can't be good at everything. I'm not really great with archery. Jen tried to teach me. I just didn't really take.
Then drop rocks.
You can help me find rocks.
I can help you find rocks.
Yeah, we can do that.
It feels really
think we're making this more complicated than it needs to be. We just need to go down there and kill him.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, I get why you're itchy to just get down there and get started, but
I mean, I'll fight him by myself. If that's what it takes.
We want to get you
That's
back
the-
to your wife.
that's the horseman. I knew that was going to lead.
What
to
if we
salvation.
simultaneously
He's still in there somewhere.
cast spells on him?
What?
What if we simultaneously
That's a big
Well,
word.
he's got.
cast spells at him?
He has the resilient sphere up right now, and so the idea.
But how long does that stay up?
8 hours.
No.
A minute.
A minute.
A minute. Less a minute.
How many times do we think he can cast that?
I mean, it's a 4th level spell.
I mean,
Spell slots.
unless he doesn't. Unless it's just kind of like a thing.
should we go to the boat and grab all my
Like,
potions and just
Unless
start
he's
chucking
empowered
potions
by
down
law,
at
he can
him?
do it indefinitely as he needs.
right. Okay, that's true.
Well,
I mean,
shall we? Honestly, if we just cast cantrips for 15 minutes just to test it out real quick.
does he look like he hears us?
Really?
He's staring you down.
Yeah, but
100% hears us.
is he responding to like what we say at all, or is it just?
His arms and he's tapping one of his legs.
I think he wants to get this over with too. Honestly, he kind of just looks impatient. All right, we'll be down in a minute.
Ignore what he said. We don't give a fuck about you. Be impatient.
That's not polite.
You don't gotta be mean to him. I mean, look, he's trapped in a pit.
It's the pit of
You don't
despair.
gotta kick him while he's down.
I want you to look at Stratos, think about everything you know about him, and then say that with a straight face.
I know you want to kick him while he's down. That's fine. I don't judge.
I mean, he stabbed my father while he was down.
Are there any big rocks around? Is there any rocks? I'm looking for some big rocks. There's no rocks at all. They cleared all the rocks out.
Can we have the crab just
It's a clean cave.
The crab's
fall?
on the ship right now.
Yeah.
We'd have
I
to
mean,
go
there's
over
like
there.
pebbles. You could kick little tiny pebbles and little rocks at him.
No, I think that's me. I don't want to enrage him.
I do think that Stratos is probably right. I think we probably just need to go for it.
Can I put a moonbeam on him?
Alright, fair
A
enough.
what?
Moonbeam?
You can try, but I wouldn't use any of like your really high powered spells right now.
You're
considering-
gonna moon him?
I mean, yeah. You do you. Moon him. I mean, Qrux was mooning Olegu when I walked down here.
How long will it
He was
take
wiping me.
for us to get lowered down?
You all are such good friends.
We'll just have you take the slide down.
Like,
There's a slide.
are we talking like 2 minutes? A 2 minute ride down? An hour?
That's a long time for my tummy to be
It
flipping.
depends if you go vampire
A minute?
style.
A minute?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna cast some shit before we go down there. If that's the
Same.
case.
Gross.
I'm already concentrating on Nelly. Make
Oh
sure
yeah,
he,
you want to
um,
make sure he's still.
make sure he behaves.
As soon as it wears off, he just starts resisting. Starts trying to get away. That could totally.
I'm gonna do
fucking
motivational speech, but I'll wait till Ryan to get back.
Oh. Yeah,
I feel like having advantage on wisdom saves against a spellcaster might be good.
Yes.
Yeah, especially since a Drider. Yeah.
And knowing who's in your party.
So should we get a map for that,
I'm gonna give.
or is the pit small enough to where it's just kind of like we're gonna be right next to it regardless?
No, that was a pretty big pit. You guys you guys could just use map tiles.
I'm gonna give Qrux my potion
Something
of
with some
Searing
stone floors.
Smite. Did you hear me?
You giving me Searing Smite?
Yes.
You'll probably
Thank you.
have to do like 4 altogether.
Alright, so I'm casting motivational speech again.
Woo.
Alright, team, remember, people like this are what destroyed mine and Olegu's home. And
Oh, they didn't destroy
Evelyn's.
my home.
Well, people like them, I would assume.
No, nothing like them.
Olegu, that's not the point.
Bad people.
You're interrupting speech.
So
Not
again,
people.
watch each other's back. Watch out for the spells. And
Watch me, guys.
hopefully the the kings of the past will watch over us. And queens. So everybody gets 5 temporary hit points.
Woo! Yeah, I feel like we can do this.
And then I'm gonna cast invisibility on Lynn.
Where'd she go?
I cast
Just
invisibility.
kidding, I can see.
But as soon as she attacks,
I know, but the Drider won't see her unless they have true sight. I don't know if they have true sight. I'm just gonna hope they don't.
I was told we're gonna need more space because it's a big pit.
It's a big pit.
So double.
Yep.
Double that pit up.
Bless you.
You can take off my keyboard.
How many potions can I use at one time?
It's magnetic.
What's the bonus action to use one?
Yeah.
I mean, but before
just
we
start
go
chucking.
in, that's what I'm thinking. Is there a limit?
Just remember that if it requires concentration, then only one of the concentration.
One of the
spells.
concentration.
But
Okay.
the other ones, I mean,
I'd say no more than 2.
No more than
Yeah.
2.
just overwhelm yourself with magic.
Fuck yeah.
I won't be able
get
to
a
use
full
channel
belly.
divinity, will I?
I'll just have to pee while I'm down there.
Man, the downside of 3 levels into Warlock is I could have much higher spell levels like right now.
What are you looking for?
So what?
Downside of 3 levels into Warlock, I
You
could
think
have
about getting
much
another
higher
slice?
level spells right now.
Do it.
Yeah.
Can I just get it straight?
You
from
can
the
just
thing?
eat it straight out of the
Because
thing.
it's like literally just a
That is fine.
Alright. Alright.
Do we have any minis for Driders? Do we have a Drider mini?
We did
Yeah, we do.
We have a Drider mini?
We have a fair minute.
We have at least one.
Remember is in Nelly's castle?
Yeah.
He had a Drider mini?
Yeah. We didn't really fight it.
We have at least one. I think we actually have like 2 or 3.
Not printed.
Not printed? You have at least 2 printed, don't you?
So are all 5 of us going down?
I guess so.
Yep, we're taking the slide.
Okay.
You
Then
and me, and
I'm gonna use my potion of bless to bless.
Oh,
You do have a Drider with you.
that's concentration.
See.
I was hoping you didn't take it.
Yeah,
out
but I
of your
have a
bag.
potion.
Yeah, he told me to hold on to it.
I'm gonna use it to cast bless on me, you, and Olegu.
That's a D4, right?
Yes. Only because we're the only ones with magic right now. Or should I cast with, since you don't have magic?
You said you're not giving it to me?
I can only do it on 3 people.
I would prefer you give it to him because
Okay.
I've got stuff I can use.
Then D4 on you, and then I'll do Lynn too, because she doesn't have magic.
appreciate it.
Trey, I'm also concentrating on invisibility.
So mine is just a potion that I drank for that.
We still concentrated, right?
Would it still be Would I
Yes.
stop to concentrate on it?
Yeah, we decided that if it's a spell that requires concentration, whoever drinks it must be concentrated.
Right, it's like you
Gotcha.
cast it.
Okay.
Okay. So we are sliding down. Who wants? I'll go first.
What side are we sliding down on and where's the Drider?
I'm trying to make eye contact with him as we're going down. Still staring
You
at
guys
me.
are all here. You're all gonna land in this area.
Put me in the back.
He was standing there staring at you guys.
You're standing like here.
Right there? Alright.
It's just me, the Drider.
You're invisible.
I am invisible.
Okay.
You.
I was the one, yeah, up top, looking at you.
Oh, that's inspired, not invisible.
You were the one who saw me before.
It is the one from the castle.
Yeah. I mean, it's not by choice. I just have really good eyesight.
Filth just can't help themselves destroying other people's homes.
You talking about me?
Not you.
What are you talking about, me?
Jeez. Zordon's mean.
Why don't you crawl back into the Underdark where you belong? And I'll draw my sword.
You know, it'd be so much easier if you all just gave in to the inevitable.
What, you dying?
Is he looking at me?
He's looking at all of you.
Yeah, but she's invisible. So does it
No.
look like he can see her?
No. If that is what you're asking, then
It is what I'm
Yes.
asking.
Are we rolling initiative
Ooh,
now?
do I have
Yes.
yes. sickness?
Desi, don't forget to add a D8.
Okay.
8 hours.
And also I was looking for it since I can drink 2 potions, right?
It's about
One
time.
concentration and one that's not concentration. So I'm able to drink 2 potions, one that's concentration, one that's non-concentration.
Yeah, because you can't concentrate on
Yeah.
one spell.
I also want to drink my Ray of Sickness.
down with the sickness.
Well, that would be you casting it. So that would be an action. You cast.
Would it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but you can do that as a bonus action, which is badass.
Okay. And I'll do that then.
It's better.
I don't like that you're starting him up top.
He's not going to stay there.
Your hand always gets in the way.
Olegu,
10.
Roll your D8 with it.
Lynn,
15.
Artemis,
12.
Stratos.
A natural 20 for a 23.
Hey!
I'll take that card as
Add your
well.
initiative.
Shots went all the way down.
Stratos down!
My stomach.
You guys don't have any helpers.
I rolled a
Qrux.
6. And then
14.
3. Is that the only time I can use the D8?
Okay.
It's during initiative.
Would
But you have
the
8 hours of this.
guards be willing to stay up top and try and pepper him with arrows? Would we have been able to ask that?
Retcon that.
Before we slide
I feel
down?
like
Or
that was-
shout it.
That was the
Shoot 'em!
that was the intention, you know, is that they were going to help us, right? That's
Provide
that's what
cover.
the board
They were just
said.
gonna watch. See me eating turtle sandwiches.
God, you didn't answer.
Oh dear.
The king didn't seem very amicable towards you. He might just want you to be murdered.
Well, you don't know. You didn't speak to the king.
This is
True.
OC.
He's also not a king.
He's not a
The
king, he's
Lord.
a lord. Lord Longbeard,
This is not Olegu speaking.
who's completely bald.
All the way through.
Can I have, on the way down, some of my tentacle?
Oh shit, I brought Tiny into this.
Yes.
Oh dear.
And yes, you did. Tiny's on you, so they're invisible as long as you're invisible. Because technically you're wearing them.
Okay.
They do
He's
share.
just a floating crack.
They do. They do have their own initiative that follows yours.
Okay.
Just remember, Tiny said that they will protect you.
Tiny did say that they would protect me. Tiny has more hit points than anybody else.
How much?
That's funny.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
On my way down, could I have
double
cast
Just
Frostblade?
FYI, as far as
I cast
playing Tiny,
Frostblade.
Yeah.
anytime that you are attacked, Tiny will not stop until they stop.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Period. You do not touch Tiny's shinies. You are Tiny's shiny.
This is why I said yes to Tiny.
It's probably going to.
It may bite you in the butt later.
That's fine. That's a later Lynn problem.
It's a later Lynn problem.
That's for when I'm no longer playing her
Plus you
actively.
Alright, so top of round 1, Stratos, what do you want to start with?
Okay, let's start off strong.
Is he still in a bubble?
Yes.
Okay. This may not be starting off strong.
I'm gonna laugh if he just uses it like a gerbil ball to roll over us.
I wonder if he could.
He can. You can push against it. You just move half your speed.
That says he can't cast spells out of it, but we can't
Yep.
cast spells through it.
Nope.
You can't
I
attack
can get rid of it though.
Dispel.
Can you?
Yes, I can.
Uh-huh. This spell works.
Do I recognize the spell that he's using right now? Is it whatever's resilient sphere?
Odalux.
So- I'm gonna run up, and I'm going to hold an action because I fought with Olegu for 20 sessions now, so I feel like he can get rid of this. So I'm gonna hold an attack.
Okay. Why does it stick to my finger? Alright. So he
He's gonna do nothing.
he's just gonna stay in the sphere and he's just gonna stare at you and raise an eyebrow with his arms crossed like, really?
What you gonna do, little boy?
Lynn.
Well, I'm invisible. I am going to move 25 feet this way to try and start getting to flanking. Like, to start prep for whenever he does drop the sphere. So it's gonna be my action. Can't do any spells, because I don't have magic.
Are you gonna do a dash action?
Yeah, actually I will dash. So,
Since you're not using an action?
yeah. Right about there. To start surrounding him. And then that will be my action.
And Tiny?
Tiny, Shiny has not been hit yet, so Tiny's gonna wait. Tiny's gonna take the dodge action.
Shiny fight.
I'm gonna point to my mind, considering they can speak telepathically. So hopefully they'll get that
That's
point.
he can't speak aloud.
Okay, excellent. It's the
You just hear the shh in your head. And all of you heard that. He doesn't telepathically speak to the guy. He doesn't know that guy. But you guys would have heard it. Not you.
Yeah,
Shiny
I'm not his
lights.
shining.
you are not. You're not.
I am happily not his shining.
You're like, I don't want anything to do with that.
Did
Nope.
someone leave a water faucet on?
But that's my turn.
Alright. Artemis. What you gonna do?
I don't know if you heard me, but I asked if as we were rolling down, if I could cast a Frostblade.
On your sword?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought I answered that.
No, you were asking or telling Mariah
Okay.
something.
Oh, we never heard if the people are providing support up top.
See.
No, you didn't.
Oh shit.
That's disconcerting. I may have been right.
Okay, so I'm going to first shift into my wolf form.
What's that look like?
My ears pop up and then my fangs grow out longer.
Werewolves running.
And then...
I'm sorry I called you a meatloaf.
I'm gonna just get a little close there, and then I'm gonna ready an action of my double-bladed scimitar. And that's it.
Okay, so looking around, now that we're actually in the pit, what do I see that's in this pit? Just absolutely nothing?
It is literally just a big pit.
Like, there's nothing, like, when he
The
broke
floor looks like it's been covered in lava. You can see that there's a seam across the center.
So going this way?
Basically where that seam between the two pieces lines up. And you suspect that when they drop the gates, that's where it drops away. And whoever's in the pit would normally end up dead in the lava below.
So you said he broke the chain.
So there's two sets of chains there, set of chains there. And he broke the primary chains on both sides.
So what's left over there? Like segments of chain that's just like laying
That's
on the
just
ground?
like laying on the ground, yeah.
How big is the chain? Like, what does it look like?
They're the kind of chains that you guys would see on like large cruiser ships.
So
Those
very
really
thick,
big
huge chains,
Yes.
like that big. So
Yes.
huge chains.
They're not little things because they're meant to hold these giant gates up.
I see any rocks.
Small pebbles.
Rocks, small pebbles.
Just a smooth lava floor.
Smooth lava floor. Okay.
I don't know why you want rocks so badly.
Oh, you'll find out.
And what's the wall? What's the wall look like? Is it smooth? Is it texturized?
That's actually pretty rough. It's not. The walls are not very smooth or clean. On the walls, there's lots of rough, unhewn rock.
You said what do you mean
Unhewn,
What's-
like uncut,
Gotcha.
unsmoothed,
Gotcha.
just natural rock.
So like, if you were to try to climb it, it might actually like hurt you, like stab you or whatever, because it's like sharp and
Yeah.
prickly. Okay. Excuse me.
Do you guys want me to put this to soak?
Alright,
Thank you.
so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gonna dash.
Do what you must.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, and I'm just not holding action because I use my action to dash. Just gonna move to a position. Wait for an opportunity.
So you just dash.
Yep.
Olegu. Are you gonna get the party started for us?
Okay, let me make sure it's not a bonus section I want to do before I get the rest of the party started. I guess I'm gonna my tentacle right up to him. And have it ready to do a slap.
It's a good bitch one.
Yep. Oh, well, let's get this party started. Dispel magic.
You fucking.
Does that trigger my attack of opportunity? Or my
Yes, it'll
held
trigger
action?
everyone.
Held action, that's what I meant.
And then my
Um,
tentacle also gets to attack.
Yeah. Desi, who did you plus?
Uh,
I know you did him.
the two people that
Lynn,
don't have
you didn't-
magic.
You did not have a whole held attack, right?
I just dashed.
Artemis, did you have an attack held?
Yes.
Okay, what's your.
Mine was.
Oh, Stratos would have gone first.
Yeah.
No, Stratos was there first.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
Completely skipped you.
You're fine.
It's like, where's Stratos? Oh, he's number 1.
I am number 1.
He was number 1.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
Alright, I'm not gonna waste this because my turn is literally about to come. So I just take a slash at him.
Okay, so then it just misses.
Yep, so whoever's next for their held.
So Lynn didn't. Artemis, what's your held action?
My double-bladed scimitar.
Well, you're not within reach.
Does she have
Would I have been able to dash for my first thing because I didn't realize that I needed to be closer?
Not
Yeah,
if you're holding an action.
But if you held your action would be to dash, so you wouldn't have an action
Gotcha. Okay. My double-bladed scimitar. So I'll just pull out my longbow then. 'Cause that would still work for my frostblade.
No.
Yep, it's a weapon. Oh, a melee martial weapon.
Yep.
Shoot. How far is it away from me? Is that
to hold. Close enough.
15.
15?
This was such a good song for her.
Miss light through.
Remember when you guys lose the temporary hit points, you lose the advantage on wisdom saves.
Oh.
So that's important.
Well. So if I'm holding an action, would I be able to cast Ensnaring Strike and then shoot with my longbow?
No.
It's
No.
just one action's worth.
One action, gotcha.
Just shoot your longbow.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just shoot my longbow then.
Fire him a laser.
Dr. Octagonopus, bull! 4, 13, and then does this go for my attack?
Plus.
Are you
With
blessing
my-
yourself?
Yeah, I bless myself. Because I can bless up to 3 people.
Then yes. It's every attack and every saving throw.
So 16.
To hit.
Okay. Good to know. It's got a high AC.
Alright, I'm the last one then. My tentacle.
Slap him.
Natural 20.
Well, that doesn't help us figure out his AC though.
No, it's not.
But
It's between 16 and 20.
So that's gonna be 11 cold damage. You're a good dice. You're staying out. And then do I want to
You
move
said it was how
anywhere?
much?
11.
11 cold. I'm just gonna. Oh wait. You said the chains are massive. Are they massive enough to hide behind?
You get half cover.
Well, then I would have definitely gone. 20, 25, 30.
Let's hide.
Heading that way.
Big ol' wick.
Go ahead, Malby.
And then that's the end of my turn.
I'm downloading this calculator. I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to decide at what point will it become necessary to no longer concentrate on Nelly.
I mean, even if he decides to stop cooperating through your thing, it's not like he's not guarded. I'm sure 5 cards could convince him.
He is a bit of a coward.
He's a coward after all.
We'll see how much of a spellcaster this Drider is before I decide.
Okay. So, you said you hit him for 11?
Yep.
I think unfortunately he's going to be spellcasting.
Well, I'm aware, but how much of one? This Olegu is 4th level.
Yep.
Alright. You ready? So, top of round 2.
Alright, now that he's finally exposed, I'm going to make my first attack against him. Does an 18 hit?
A what?
18.
Yes.
Ooh,
Right.
so
I'm going to use
17 or 18.
Defensive Flourish. That's going to be 8 slashing, which is magical. And because I use Defensive Flourish, that brings my AC up to 16. And then my second attack, okay, 24. It's going to be 8 slashing. This is not magical. And then bonus action, I'm going to hit him with my dagger.
You're pulling out all the stabs.
Yep. 12
Fucking
misses.
hate Striders.
Does my second attack still look like it does damage even though it's not magical?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, it took me a second to process.
Alright. I'm going to use Action Surge. And I'm going to hit him again.
I love it.
Yeah.
Damn it, 12. Second attack. Fourth attack. 19, that hits. Where's my D8?
You know, you should have circled random so that way you'd be flanked with my tentacle.
I didn't know you could flank with your tentacle.
It's a attacking thing.
That's 6 damage. And then I'll use the rest of my movement because I'm like in a rage. But now that my mind's a little cleared after I hit him a couple times, I will go into flanking. And that's the end of my turn.
I
Okay.
was going to go and flank it with you on the other side of it. But you can't see me.
Hopefully that got his attention.
Qrux, are you 100% Warlock?
I'm sorry?
Are you 100% Warlock?
No, I have 1 level fighter. So I got 7 levels.
Buddy,
Gotcha.
I need you to come stand next to me so you're resistant to all damage.
Not forever.
You gotta be my buddy! I have
He can't see you.
interception.
I can
Yeah,
see
you
you.
can.
True
Oh
sight.
yeah, you can!
I have interception and I have resistance to all damage. You need to come be with me.
So, what's a 60-foot square?
Oh, fuck.
It's
Do we
double.
have one?
I have a.
We have
I
a...
think I have a 20. So, you said square? Oh, 30. I have a 30.
This is a 40.
I have a 40. Okay.
So this plus
Plus that another 20. Yeah.
this.
So,
So,
Centered on him.
centered on him. So, anything... So everybody except Olegu
Yeah.
would be in range.
So he casts darkness.
Ooh.
Fuck you, no he doesn't.
Counterspell?
Counterspell.
Woohoo! Silver barbs.
Oh.
That's not a roll.
Now you don't have to roll for it. What level is darkness? 1?
2.
2.
Does he, do you have to roll against darkness?
Not if it is a spell level below 3. Or 3 or lower.
What's the 4 die supposed to represent?
My
His
tentacle.
Gotcha.
All of you is extra large.
It's friendly.
Totally.
And he hisses.
Like a cockroach.
And jumps.
Like, opportunity attack?
Me too. Me too.
Opportunity attack?
You would, and the tentacle would.
I just used my reaction, so I can't.
I wouldn't because he went over me.
It's 24 to hit.
Ooh.
That'll hit.
4 slashing.
Alright.
Can you just shove him in there?
No, he's massive.
Yes, just
So he pulls out 2 long, curved swords. You might know these as scimitars.
I would, you're right.
Go in
Is
your
he getting
shell.
2 actions? I don't like that.
The 3's gonna miss.
I mean, it is
Correct.
5v1.
Yeah, it's only 5v1 because the archer's up top.
About a
don't kill.
19.
That'll hit. I just missed my reaction. That's not great, guys.
Yay, Tim. Hit points.
I should not be taking damage this early because of reasons.
Oh shit. He's been cursed by the god of war.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Well, I mean, he
5
does make him
piercing
hostile to the driver, right?
Plus.
No, 5 is fine.
Nope. 7,
No, you don't need to
8,
roll.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13 poison.
Where's Quantum Needle in
It's
poison?
18, huh?
Well, time to start the tracker.
I need to go stand by you. You were worried about me. We need to be worried about you.
By the way, the moment you take damage,
I have 2 rounds of buffer.
do you? Okay. Doesn't something happen the moment you're hit or no?
I just get really angry.
So yeah, so the moment you hit,
The glow
this starts to
glowing.
glow.
I can't see that.
Nope. Everyone else can.
Shit. Drider can. He should know he fucked up. He fucked up real bad.
If he knows what it means. I should roll for that. He's a dumb bag of bones.
He is a dumb bag of bones. You are correct.
Sorry. I'm gonna get into flanking with Olegu if I can. Are you actually within range of him?
I assume so. He whacked him.
So I'm losing invisibility. 18 to hit.
I lose concentration because she's no longer invisible.
So 18 for the first one.
Did I keep concentration? Yes, I did.
I don't think that's gonna hit because that's gonna be a 15. Alright, so just the first one hits. That's not where that dice goes. And then what is my damage die? Eight. 10 points of magical piercing.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and stab him with my dagger. 19 to hit. Alright. This dagger is cool.
I'll just tell you guys, 18 is your target.
Okay.
I figured.
That's not great.
He's one of the lobies.
17
low.
points of piercing.
Huh?
7 points of piercing, not 17. So that was my action, my movement, my bonus action. It is anybody's turn now.
+1 to the
Tiny.
What is Tiny going to do? Tiny's smart enough to realize that you're knocking at something.
If Shiny just hit something, I feel like Tiny's probably going to try and hit too.
I think so.
Okay.
Shiny, no, like, ugly thing?
Shiny don't like spider. Does Tiny also get flanking?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
It's gonna be easier to do it.
So Tiny's going to hit with the first attack. The 16 on the die. Tiny's gonna hit with the second attack with a dirty 20. Tiny's gonna hit more than I will.
If they're physical attacks, because Tiny's not in water, they will have to jump onto the Drider.
Oh shit.
Tiny's on the Drider.
Tiny's on the Drider.
Drider.
I appreciate knowing that now. Don't think that would have changed what I did.
Probably not.
Remember that's +1.
So the first one, Tiny does
+1.
5 piercing damage,
1 to your damage.
and then
Because you have 2 active.
Ooh, good Tiny. Tiny's gonna do 15 points of bludgeoning damage. That's a tickle. Good Tiny. Can Tiny hop back to me?
Yes.
Okay, so Tiny's gonna hop back on me. And that is Tiny's turn.
But now Tiny's on your head.
That's fine.
It's the easiest place to jump onto.
I have a cracking helmet. Bet.
Great padding.
Artemis.
Got him. I'm gonna come right here and start slashing at its legs.
So we about to start blasting.
Oh, that's totally missed because I don't think
How
a
you doing?
11 hit.
Well, you're
If you
flanking.
heal,
You're
Oh,
flanking with
so-
Olegu. So you have advantage.
One of us has to go home.
3. That's better.
it's like Elizabeth was like,
8
somebody
plus
else needs to
13
experience a
is
little
21.
with the cursed
So
scimitars.
2d4.
It was kind of the inspiration for that curse. For parts of it, at least.
Just so angry.
I am so angry. I am unaware of the proximity of my allies to my target.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oof. Oh boy.
So 7
Sounds very Millennial-like.
damage for the first hit on my double-bladed scimitar,
It's time to call upon a god.
with the additional
A real
1d4
god or
cold
just
damage,
someone you
which
call that?
is
A real
I don't
god.
know what number that is. 2. So an extra 2 of cold. Did you get that?
So, how much total?
7 slashing, 2 cold.
And then with my double-bladed scimitar for my special action, I'm gonna use my bonus action to make a second hit with it. And to hit at 18.
Yeah.
And it is gonna do 1d4 of
Right, he's trying to be a
slashing.
large creature, isn't he?
4.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a large monstrosity.
So it's gonna do a 8 slashing. And then another 3 of cold.
You said 8 plus 3?
Yes. And that's all I'm gonna do for that.
Never mind, you'll all be fine because he's large.
And in charge.
Not for long.
Crux?
Get him, Qrux.
If you just want to stay over there, buddy.
Yes. I believe
You guys
you.
are doing some good damage, though.
Yeah, the question becomes how much good damage is he going to do to us next?
Do you know what you want to do, Crux?
Holy shit, Tiny has true sight.
Hmm?
Tiny has true sight.
Mm-hmm.
He's cracking.
Get cracking.
I'm just gonna need Tiny to start like being my eyes and start moving.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bonus action, drink a potion of Misty Step.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. To appear on his back.
Oh no.
And then an action to use a potion of Tasha's Caustic Brew. Now, normally, this is casted at a 30-foot line, and everybody has to make a dex save. I'm on his back, and I'm literally just going to
Dump it on him.
dump it on him. Does
Yeah.
he get an opportunity to do a dex save since I'm literally like...
He'll get a dex save with disadvantage.
Okay.
But the idea will be that by doing it, he's tossing you off his back
Oh, okay.
in order to avoid it.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
I think that's a reasonable.
Yep.
He rolled 2 11s. There's no way.
What's his dex? He needs a 16.
Plus 3.
Oh, nice. So good. Okay. So he is now covered in acid. He's going to take 2d4 acid damage on each of his turns. At the start of its turn, he's going to take 2d4 acid damage.
I'll have you roll those.
Okay. And he's going to have to use an action to scrape it off of himself or somehow wash it off of himself. And I'll stay there on his back. celebrate the job well done.
You blasted your magic all over him.
Yep. Alright, that's it. That was my bonus action in action.
Alright. Olegu?
I'm going to summon the Blessing of Araco and do Call Lightning.
Time for that, I guess.
Please!
I'm no longer concentrating on Nelly.
Hey, you're within 10 feet of me, though, aren't you?
Please no! Oh yeah!
I'm going to be concentrating on Call Lightning.
Oh.
Yeah. So it needs to make a dex save.
Oh dear, what happened?
Oh.
You also get to make a dex save.
16.
Yeah, I gotta make a dex save
You
too.
will also have to make a dex save.
What in the hell?
What?
I'm not his
Ew.
back.
That's one.
Oh, fuck!
You know what?
Hold on,
Fucking
hold on.
silvery barbs.
I was gonna do that too. Go ahead.
Guidance.
Guidance.
Well, Stratos' turn is about to restart.
Oh, I do have bless, so I do have a D4 on my saving throw.
Oh shit, I had a +4 in all of my hits! Yeah.
Oh, your attack throw was true.
Come on.
No.
Would you roll?
No.
8.
A 7 plus 1, which is an 8 plus 3, which is an 11.
Oh no.
Not enough.
So you're both going to take the full 4d10 lightning damage.
You're only gonna take half because you're within 10 feet of me and Laura warding.
Am I involved in this too?
Okay, please.
No. Okay.
Let's see.
I'm right here.
Well, that's good damage.
That is good damage.
I'm sorry, bud.
20, This means 32 lightning damage.
18
Hang on.
lightning damage.
So they. Wait, it's at 32, right?
He's
16.
16, yeah, sorry.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
Would my interception help with that too?
No.
Too
Dang.
far
And
away.
then my
I mean,
tentacle
he's
is going
5
to
feet, right?
I think it also has to be an attack, not a spell
Ah,
attack.
dang.
Double check that.
going
It's a melee
to
attack.
Do 3 of us
attack.
have interception? Because I've got it. That's funny. No, I'm gonna protect you. No, I'll protect you.
We'll all protect
At some
you.
point, I'm just gonna start protecting Tiny if Tiny's on my head.
We'll hold hands and sing Kumbaya.
That's going to be a nat 20 for tentacle.
Okay.
Tentacle.
Yeah, he's Desi.
Yeah.
You could use it. It looks like you could use it for spells, but he has to be within 5 feet.
It's going to be 19
Yeah, I've
cold
seen
damage.
that.
It's a good thought, though.
So what happened? You literally just summoned lightning.
There
as
is
the-
now a 60-foot wide and 10-foot tall cloud above us.
Oh shit.
You might want to get off him.
That every
Above
turn I
all
use
of
my
us.
action to call lightning down on him.
But it's a direct call, so it's.
It's,
I'm glad to see it used. It's a good use.
I'm angry and I'm sorry, but I don't care that you're on top of him.
Yeah, my hair's sticking up.
Round 3.
Round 3, Stratos.
Alright, so I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Kinetic Jaunt, which increases my speed to 40. 35, 40. And I'm going to make an attack on him.
Yeah, make sure he takes some damage.
Fuck. No, second attack. 18.
18 to hit.
Feel it?
Alright, and that's going to be another defensive flourish.
Burn it alive.
Use a can of raid.
25 slashing damage. That is magical. You can pass that to her, please.
Boom. There
Well
goes the
done.
dynamite.
And with the defensive flourish,
I really like the concept that we were so useless up top that the guards were probably just like, they're just immediately gonna die, and now we're down here and like walloping him, and they're like, huh.
We're actually hurting him.
as I spin my
As far
sword
as we
around
know.
me, my AC is now 22.
Ooh.
And that's it. I thought you were about to be like,
This is the big one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Trey, I'm concentrating on Kinetic Jaunt.
Is
I'm
he
no longer
healing?
invisible.
Right.
I'm no longer invisible.
He's also taking 7 acid damage.
But I'm gonna resolve the healing first and then we'll take that.
What's at the start of his turn, so no. He takes 7 acid damage when his turn starts.
It's true.
So if that's gonna kill him, then he's dead.
It's not.
Okay, then
which
it
is-
doesn't matter.
Which is why I'm not.
Yeah, I gotcha. I was gonna say, just as important.
Yeah.
That's the deal breaker. It's a deal breaker.
Deal
No,
breaker.
no. I just took 16 lightning.
My hair is ruined.
And I'm sorry, but you will take it again.
Get off his back.
I can take it.
No, you cannot.
I can. I can take it.
Because I can roll better.
I can roll max 40, right?
Yeah.
I can still take it.
He can still take 20 points of damage.
20.
Assuming he doesn't whack you on his turn.
He's got a lot of people to hit.
So he throws a potion back.
Oh,
Where did he pull that from?
pockets.
You know where.
He's got little web pockets.
From the belt around his waist.
Shit!
Someone take it off.
Yeah, right? So I don't think it.
And he screams.
Oh.
And he's gonna swing at you 2 more times.
That's fine.
Because you annoy him.
He annoys me.
I've got a 17 and a 13 on the die.
The 17 will definitely hit.
Silvery barbs.
Both of them?
No, just the one that hits.
Well, now I've got 2 13s on the die, and he's got a +6, so it's gonna be 19.
Those will hit.
Okay, well, I tried.
Appreciate the effort. Who are you going to give advantage to on the natural?
I will give advantage to Artemis since she's still able to make magical attacks.
No, I'm also from one eye to I was going to give it to you for your next attack.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for the reminder, I forgot about that.
I did as well.
Don't forget you guys got potions to throw.
We do.
I don't think his own troops can be very handy right now.
Who does number 2 look for?
I don't care about the troops right now.
Who's your daddy?
Slashing
Whoa.
plus.
I have no dad.
Her name is Love. She's terrifying.
5 poison damage. Didn't roll very much on the poison.
Are you in your right mind enough to take a potion, or are you just gonna go down?
I don't give a shit.
Oh, do you need to
And
roll
that does
for
count as 2 hits.
Do you need a roll for concentration?
Yes, I do. I'm getting there. Let's see. First attack makes it. Second attack misses it.
So you're no longer concentrating on
I'm no
Nelly.
concentrating on. Nelly's long gone. That's the cloud.
Damn!
So the cloud disperses. And that's it. So next up would be Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Can I
forget
have
your
advantage?
+4.
Thank you.
You think you and Tiny could end this?
I don't know about me. I think Tiny might be able to. What is my attack plus? So that first one's gonna hit. And then I'm in flanking with you.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there's 9. I did not realize it was 9.
Natural 20 for the second one,
Okay.
which would have been the max roll that I could have rolled, so it would have been 32.
He's dead.
Well, no.
That's not damage.
That's not damage. Sorry.
He's dead.
We'll see. So the first hit is going to be 13 points of magical piercing. The second is literally minimum damage, just painful on a nat 20. So that's going to be 7 points of damage, and then I'm going
You want to
to.
describe your fatality?
So the first one, specifically, I focused on slicing him in the abdomen to nix the belt. No more healing potions. We're done with that shit. So it falls off. And then the
take
second
those.
one, I just like that nix. I just stab straight in, and I just mutter to Tiny for shiny.
And you hear shiny.
Excellent. I'm raising this child, right?
Dibs on the belt! I'll take the belt, put it on, and put my potions in it.
Does he have shinies I can have?
And
There's
then
a couple-
Tiny gets first dibs on shiny, and then you can have the belt.
First of all, is Olegu cool? Like Olegu and Qrux cool? Cause
It was only one round, so I'm fine.
Okay. Is Qrux also going ape shit?
I'm just very
No.
wounded.
Okay. OC.
Nope. No,
How
I.
many?
It's supposed to be 2 full rounds.
2 full rounds, and you didn't get through the second round.
Correct. We only got through 1 full round.
Yup.
We are getting through that by the skin of our teeth every time.
Yep.
Well, with much damage as possible.
I dropped my concentration.
He's no longer concentrating.
I'm no longer shifted.
That was oddly satisfying.
Does the Drider have any shinies on him for my Tiny?
Oh.
I can't help with that right now, I'm sorry.
Let's say I was a hit away from being unconscious.
You heal 8.
Get away.
Cast Healing Word.
How big are its legs?
Very good.
Large.
You guys find 105 gold on her.
Alright, how many of us are there?
Screw it.
5.
5?
4,
How
5.
much? How much you at
That would be 21.
for your health?
Well, I'm gonna pull a start. Fine. How much is it? So 105 divided by 5 is 21. I give Tiny 5 gold pieces.
Shinies are tiny shinies, right?
Shiny shinies are tiny shinies. So do you just want to put them in the big pouch with mine?
They're all tiny shinies.
Well, because I'm tiny shiny, and so tiny shinies are shinies shinies, and shinies shinies are tiny shinies. Our shinies are each other's shinies. Alright, so I divvy up the 100, so everybody gets 21 gold.
Holds one.
Absolutely.
How much health you at now?
And he just starts
20.
playing with it,
Out of
like
what?
semi-chewing
45.
on it while sitting on your
Heal
shoulder.
another 10.
Yeah, I moved it on my shoulder.
Like you can't say.
Like a baby playing with the teething toy. Only it's gold.
Can I yell up to the sea dwarves? So you want to send the cart down now?
That didn't take too long.
I told you we're experts.
I'm a little offended. You weren't even trying to help us.
Never said we would.
That's true.
If only you knew
Never
the
really
risk
asked.
that you caused by letting it prolong.
Do you guys think I could use any of these body parts for potions?
We'll send the cart down here shortly.
Maybe.
Sure.
And you see them like setting stuff up at the top.
What kind of scimitars did it have? What kind of scimitars did it have?
Sleepy.
It's just a pair of +1 scimitars, but they have
Does
poison
like the
on their
lights in the
blade.
room like reflect off it like a disco?
Her backpack does with the sun.
Yeah.
Into my bag of holding.
So you got a pair of +1 scimitars.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
He had covered it in his own poison, so you'd have to continue covering it in poison if you want the poison.
You'd have to
back.
grab his poison glands.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably going to be Artemis's thing, huh?
What?
Grab his poison glands. Grab.
Have you
Yes.
decided if you're going to enchant anybody's weapons to be a +1?
I actually,
Myself.
Okay.
She's only
I
got
wasn't
2 infusions
sure
that she can have.
how to
For
do
now.
that.
Yep.
I haven't quite figured out that schematic. I can do enhanced weapon, enhanced defense,
That's
bag of
against the
holding,
box,
and
oh,
cap of
maybe.
water breathing.
Yeah. Okay.
So I did the +1 to my double-bladed scimitar.
And are we gonna give her the poison scimitars?
Well, the poison only lasts for like a minute.
Oh, Laura, did you say they were also +1s as well?
Yeah. So they are +1 scimitars. He just had covered them in poison.
I'll hold on to him for now.
I'll take his glands so that way I can make more.
Absolutely. You already have a +1 weapon.
All right. Well,
I
good
love
job.
that the person who doesn't fight with weapons wants to
Good.
keep the weapons.
Well, why don't you give Qrux one so that way if he has his unique occurrences taken away, he can use the slashes.
Well, I've seen Olegu smile like that before. I think he's got.
Could we chop up his body so that way we could put it on the boat so that way I could do some experiments?
I think he's got plans.
Okay.
Probably not, because we'd have to drag
you
it up
gonna revive the
30 feet.
Drider?
I can't.
You can't.
It's not humanoid.
Because he's monstrosity.
What do you plan on doing with the sword? I've never seen you use the sword before.
There are things that can be done.
I thought we were just starting to get along. Why don't you just be upfront and honest?
Can I
gotta
try to
figure
steal
out
it
if
from
it'll work
him?
first.
All right.
Is his forehead still glowing?
It fades.
Was it hot to the touch?
Yes.
How am I feeling, by the way?
That's fucked up.
Roll con save.
Since you asked.
Oh,
She just
I
puked right
didn't
in front of us.
It never happened at the fight.
and that one.
No, it's 14. I was thinking, oh, like, this would really suck if there's a nat one. I don't even know what's happening, but 14.
I would bring out the
You're
dark
pregnant.
So shortly after the fight, while everyone's talking and waiting for the lift to come down for you, you start to feel a tingling in your fingers, and when you look at your hand, you notice that your fingers look like they're kind of disappearing. And you give your hand a quick shake because you're startled by it, and then all of a sudden your hand looks normal again.
Like disappearing, like they're turning invisible?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's strange.
I thought he's gonna look down and see a hoof.
Me too.
Everyone, hold on. I wasn't gonna bring this up early because I thought it was just a stomach ache, but something just happened to me. That was
You got
weird.
gas?
You had an epiphany?
No, my hands started to disappear. Was it just my fingers or anything
There's
else?
a lot of adrenaline.
Just
pumping
just the
through you right
fingers
now.
that you noticed, but it was like spreading up from your fingertips, and then
is
you
it
kind of
like-
shook your hand, and then it like
Is
undid.
it like in Back to the Future when Marty McFly's family started to disappear? Is that sort of fading away?
Did your mom and dad?
I don't want to make you roll insight on that.
That sounds
Why don't you roll
horrifying.
insight on that?
Can I see if this sounds like anything familiar that I've ever encountered?
Can I use Arcana instead?
Sure.
It's
Can
like
Can I cast
Insight?
Identify on them?
19.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Totally like Marty McFly.
Okay.
Your hands look.
Not being sarcastic, just 100% yes.
Can I cast Identify on them, see what magical effects are affecting them?
Yes, because I'm out of spells. Well,
I
I'm not out of
cast
spells.
Identify.
I'm out of spells that would be
None.
helpful. Yes.
That's disconcerting. Good news, no magic's affecting you.
Well, that's good, I suppose.
Bad news. Apparently, you're disappearing.
Do I know why? Even with a 19? Okay. Well, I guess I'll try to help as long as I'm here. I don't know what else to do about this.
now.
Is anybody... So, you didn't find anything with your detect magic thing? Who's it?
Nope, no magic's affecting you.
I wonder if they have any wizards or sorcerers that could look into it that are here.
There's no magic in this realm.
Oh, that's right. Well, what about what happened to the wizards that did the whole dome thing?
Pretty sure they got murdered.
Yeah, pretty sure they're all dead.
We can ask. We can ask. Are you okay?
I feel alright.
Your hair looks a little singed.
Yeah, that was
I don't know
that
why
was pretty
I'm,
close.
I don't know why I'm disappearing. Like I literally haven't
But I
done.
did get on his back. So.
That was pretty awesome.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
the
but-
problem.
Well, yeah, I felt like
You've not done enough to contribute to this campaign.
It's like
Yeah,
you guys
Goodbye.
just had a
Goodbye.
group text without me. It's like, hey, we need to find a way to get rid of Alex. Let's Marty McFly him.
He'll appreciate it.
Yeah. Never been kicked out of a D&D group before. So.
it's a weird way to find out. Jeez.
Alright. So I think we need to wrap it up.
Yep.
Oops.
The cart is on its way down, so eventually they will pull you guys up, and we will pick up next session from what happens when you get
Out of the pit.
Do we level up?
Do.
Or
You defeated
No.
the Drider. Damn it.
Not yet.
Uh,
You guys are
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
It'll probably
Yeah.
happen
Yeah,
Yeah,
next
we gotta take
session.
care of the stone.
Oh, that's right. No,
It'll
we
probably
just,
happen next session.
just do that, right? I mean, there's not gonna be like a hiccup with that or anything.
Right, no hiccups.
We never have hiccups. We're professionals.
What
If not,
all,
I can make Nelly comply again.
what all parts of this Drider can I take with me?
Whether by intimidation or magic. He will
The venom
comply.
glands. I don't know, probably a spider leg.
It's a possibility. Let me
Maybe
write
some
that
webbing?
down so I don't forget next week.
Maybe some
Marty
webbing.
McFly.
Yeah, I think I have an idea of what's happening.
Oh no.
I'll be bet it.
That works.
Isn't timey-wimey stuff happening in this room as well?
I don't know.
Wasn't there a weird thing with time?
Yes, it's moving. Was it like half pace or something for
Twice
us?
as fast.
It's
Twice
moving
as
twice
fast.
as fast for us. Okay. So like
So
back
things are-
home,
things
things
were-
are moving twice as fast.
And you...
Or is
No,
it back home
it's-
things are moving twice or half speed?
Half
So
speed.
a month for us is half a month for them.
Okay.
Yeah, because you guys have been gone for 2 months. In 2 months this realm, but 1 month in theirs.
And you contacted the outside realm.
I
What's
think is what
sending?
happened.
What have you done?
I mean, that I know of. That's true. That is
I got
true.
contacted by the outside realm.
Well, I contacted.
What did that zombie do? He's gonna fuck everything up.
Was it 2 months that had passed? Or 1 month that had passed back
I
in
think-
Baldur's Gate?
I thought you said 2 months.
2
and we
months.
were 4 months in.
Because you guys are 4 months into the journey. That's
Yeah.
right. I just couldn't remember what the numbers were. I wasn't looking at my thing. So, how do you guys feel about that one?
I'm still consequence free.
For
You made a
now.
couple of close calls though.
Yep.
The Drider was
It's the end of session.